Can you see
There
me
you are.
now?
Yes.
Are you
There's your
sure?
beautiful face.
100%.
Yes.
Hi. We're
Hello.
Hello.
arguing about voltages over here, and all of a sudden I realized, and I told them we're arguing over voiceover because we can't see each other's faces.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you're live.
Are we
You're
live?
live.
Yes.
David put us live. David was saying, like, you said, yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, because it's an American camera, because, like, it's foreign in America. And then you were like, whoa, it's foreign, it's not American. I'm like, no, but that's not the point, it's the semantics. So that's it.
If it was
We're-
foreign, it wouldn't be foreign because you're in Europe. Because if it was foreign in Europe, it wouldn't have a problem with it would have a problem with the system.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
People
know how
don't
long
know
you're
what we're
live
talking
for.
about, so that's okay. Hi guys, how are you?
Hello.
We are the Wormhole Extremists, and today we are watching 0 hour and 38 minutes.
Yes. Yes. Apologies for that that rather odd start to the show.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what?
caught us
It's
in
a
the
bit
middle of an
different.
argument. Yep.
Yeah.
I
Not an
wasn't
actual
arguing.
argument.
They were
No,
arguing.
but actually,
Yeah, Evie just sits back and watches.
Evie
I do.
fixing her mic problems started the technology problems because Evie asked me about my laptop, and it was like, whoa, can of worms.
This is
So,
certainly
yeah.
true. I'm cards on the table. My attention is going to be divided while we're doing this. I'm going to be watching and working.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow, you guys are the only ones who are going to know this because it's just going to drop. The archived Gate World interview of Don S. Davis, parts 1 and 2, have been integrated into one piece with new bookends with me and Darren, and they're going to drop tomorrow
wow.
around noon Pacific time.
Yes, because I've seen you
Rip Donna
advertise that and I
Davis.
wasn't quite sure what it
Yeah.
was. I just thought it was a tribute, but it's an actual interview.
Two things,
Oh,
two different things.
two things. Oh,
This whole
Okay,
thing
so it's a
started
lead up to.
Reader's Digest version. This whole thing was going to start with Darren wrote me, half a year ago and said, you should put Don's interview into Dial a Gate now. And that was unasked for. It's like, well, thank you. And then Friday night, I was like, or Saturday or Thursday night, it was like, isn't Don's birthday coming up? And I pulled up my camera and I was like, oh crap, August 4th or August 3rd. No, August 4th. And I
Yeah.
was like, damn, I gotta get a jump on this. It's not like an anniversary birthday or a digits of
Yeah.
5 or 10 birthday or
Yes.
of his passing. But I was like, let me try something. So I've been making some phone calls, and I've been sending some emails, and I've been talking with people that I haven't communicated with since 2008. Some of whom
Oh.
have never done this show.
Oh, wow.
And you're going to be seeing some new faces on Tuesday.
Oh, that is exciting, David.
And the cherry on the cake is the USS Hammond will fly again
Yes.
in the opening
Oh,
and closing. Did
Yeah.
you see the post?
I did.
I
I did see the post.
did.
It was so exciting.
Let me share it real
Oh,
quick
that's
here.
Yeah.
incredible.
If we go a little bit long, I don't care. They can all just suck it. Um,
I think
not
everyone
you,
likes
not
it.
you folks out there. Other people.
Yeah.
Other people, right?
It's like
Jet
like
Ted
like Jerry. Not you.
starting-
Older people.
Starting off strong as usual from
There we
Jen
go.
Ted. Yes, yes.
There it
Arguing
is.
and some Don S. Davis. Look at
Yeah.
that.
That's the
Yeah.
whole of the Hammond. So I'm interested to see if anyone has an issue with the number 5. And I'll put a pin in that until someone reminds us otherwise. And hopefully on the break, someone will bring it up. We are watching Nicole give a bad example, actually.
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna do that and then
Mm-hmm.
that. Okay, so we've got a fun one. I'll give it. Obviously, some rules apply. You guys try to get it, and then we'll say it if we know. I know. Okay.
I would hope so.
Huzzah!
You're doing your metaphor thing again, aren't you?
Ah, yes, she
Maybe.
is. Yes, I actually think I know this one.
I think you do too.
I got it,
a good
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what the chat says.
It's a great picture, Nicole.
Thank you. I worked
The
really hard.
the masonry is very good. Is
Mhm.
that the right word?
Yeah,
Yeah.
masonry.
It's from the episode Watering the Pail.
Yeah, watering the pail. Absolutely. Let's
All
see
right,
if anyone
Jacob.
gets it.
Oleosh, are you going to maintain? Lockwatcher took it!
Poisoning the
Jacob!
well.
Poisoning the well.
Sorry, Jacob, it's Lockwatcher by a nose.
Just got it, but yeah, really quick. Yeah, I decided I liked
well
what I did with the
done.
leaf kissing
Yes.
the surface of the pond.
No, very
So I thought
good.
I'd do poisoning the
Yeah,
well.
why not? There's no rules.
Yeah.
So metaphors are great.
Yeah,
Or,
Perfect, guys.
so
literal interpretations of the title.
Yeah,
right.
I went on a scavenger kind of thing around Cambridge for like a murder mystery yesterday, and it was like
Fun.
little riddles, and one of them was like something something something, and then like wet rocks. And as we're talking about wet rocks, my uncle's like, I really need to pee. We should go to Waterstones, which is the bookstore, to go and like pee. And then I went, yeah, let's go to Waterstones. What does wet rock mean? What is a possible other word for wet rock? And I went, oh my
Oh
God, we're
no.
stupid. It's Waterstones. And I
Wet
was like, wow, we're
rock.
dumb. We're dumb. So I'm really into that whole vibe at the moment.
Oh, jeez. Hang on just a
Inspiration comes from somewhere.
Yeah,
Hmm.
urinating
second.
in the bookstore.
Jeez.
Ah,
All right,
yeah.
here we
Oh,
go.
that's
So
funny.
let's get into what is up with Ball and
Bachi?
Bocce. That's right.
Archie?
Bocce. Okay.
All right.
Um, I this is the point where Cliff really started to make the character his own and come into some interesting places with this. I wasn't really thrilled with a lot of the places that Ball went to later, but this one is really
Yeah,
strong,
me
and I'm
neither.
interested to see what you
Yeah.
guys really think about it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
let's-
some opinions, obviously.
do
So.
you have the episodes pulled up?
Yeah, I've got
Because
the,
I don't.
I do.
ready
I'm
to
technically
go.
already 1 second in.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I've rewound mine to
I'm just so
zero. by
excited.
pressing-
Everyone else is like, we're waiting on you, David. How you doing, man? Did you
Actually-
think you were going to record a show today? Why, yes, I did, but I'm spinning 6 other plates.
Yeah, David, you like to work. You're very much a like. I want.
I don't know if he likes to work. I think he
No,
just
but
has
you've got
to work.
ideas.
I
You've got
think I
ideas
don't
and
like
you
to
wanna get
sleep
them
anymore.
all
All right,
out.
I'm ready.
Yeah, clearly.
All right, guys, we're going to do poisoning the wet 0 hour. I
0
don't know
hour.
why I'm thinking of that. In 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to Wormhole Extremists. My name is David. I'm with Yvie
Hello.
and Nicole.
Hello.
And this is a previously on.
And already the
It is a
Bachi. I didn't even
previously on.
remember it was on the previously on.
Yep.
So yay. Ah, throwback.
I
Very
know.
much so.
So many different throwbacks.
Everything is tied together.
Yes, it is, and that's one of the reasons I love Stargate so much.
That's correct. Everything, it matters what you
It all
what you
comes back
watch.
into a loop. Yeah. So I'll just jump straight into
Yeah, 'cause
some
obviously
of my
nothing's
comments.
We're so used to you just pushing us out of the way like a
I'm
train
waiting,
to
yeah,
a
I'm
cow on the
waiting for-
tracks.
For Evie to completely go.
Sorry, I
Here we
love
go.
Walter anticipating Jack's needs, and apparently it's likely a Radar MASH reference with Walter consistently appearing before Jack calls for him.
Do you know
And-
what happened to Gary Jones in this scene?
No, I don't
He
know
did
what
not
happened to Gary.
memorize the planets. He was just reeling off planet names. And then the script supervisor after the cut went to him and said, Gary, you're not being specific about the planets. You're just reeling numbers. And he's like, yeah, well, I'm just talking about the planets. And she's like, no, you have to read them. And he's like, why? She said, because we go there later. And he was like, oh my God. Yeah,
Gary,
genius.
Gary.
You can't just
Oh.
play, make up a password.
Yeah. That's actually really
Fantastic.
Yeah.
cute. Was there not one in the script? Did you just
There
forget?
were 2 planets in the script, and he was just coming up with the names for them because he didn't think that they mattered, except that other people have to say the names later.
Yes.
I feel bad for you and Darren back in the day having to write all this stuff down, and if someone messes something up, it just messes up the whole thing. So
I mean, the fact of the matter is, to this day, I know that P4G881 is a place that's barren that you can send something to that is not going to cause any harm to anyone else. Is a casualty of that assignment. These things just went into long-term storage. Look it up, P4G881. It is in the episode where Jack became blue.
Oh, wow. Oh, the blue. Yes,
times.
yes. So this gentleman here is David Kaufman,
And he's
who,
adorable.
he's brought in to play Mark Gilmore as the sort of red herring character. And Robert C. Kruber, who wrote this episode, deliberately chose to introduce someone new rather than using Walter because a stranger would create more discomfort for Jack, whereas he was already quite comfortable with Walter at this stage.
Yep.
So the writers also didn't want to burden Walter's character with that whole spy subplot. So Robert C. originally considered having the episode focus on mundane tasks like Jack doing his paperwork, but received feedback that more dramatic stakes were needed, which led to this espionage subplot with Gilmore's hidden agenda. And David Kaufman is actually primarily, or has primarily been, a voice actor. And he's actually notably stepped into some roles that were previously made famous by Michael J. Fox. He voiced Marty McFly in the animated Back to the Future series,
That's
and also
right.
Stuart Little in the animated Stuart Little series.
Oh,
I'm just having issues with
indeed.
my, yeah, I'm
Join the
having
club.
issues with my, oh my God, with my mouse. And his daughter, Grace Kaufman, is also an actress. She actually played the daughter of Matt LeBlanc's character in 4 seasons of Man with a Plan, which is kind of cool.
Wow, there you go. Things you didn't know until you knew them.
I know. That's what I love to do.
Well, you know now.
Also, this episode actually marks the first time that Walter Harriman is actually named Harriman on
8
his
seasons
uniform name
in.
badge instead of Norman Davis. And Gary Jones's character has kind of been known as Walter in the background since season 4's episode 2010, but the producers couldn't get clearance for the name Walter Davis. I'm not entirely sure why.
Because Davis
So-
is such a common name and Walter is reasonably common.
Probably.
Yeah, lawyers
So
wouldn't
yeah,
clear
for
it.
those who didn't know, the new surname is based on General Hammond referring to the
Airman.
character as Airman
Yeah.
in the pilot
Yeah.
episode,
Airman.
which sounded like Harriman.
Harriman, yeah.
And yeah, I mean, he was saying Harriman. That's how they retconned it.
So Joe Malozzi later explained that the name inconsistency was a married name issue. So maybe Walter got married and took his wife's surname.
Yeah, because Norman wasn't bad enough. But anyway, and what's the first time that Walter Harriman's name is fully spoken aloud?
I think it's the what episode did I say?
Atlantis is home.
Yeah, no, yeah.
When he's reaching out to the Pegasus Galaxy, and it's not even him.
Pilot episode.
It's
yes.
missed, people. No bunting. It just won't be the same.
No, it won't be. So the working title for this episode was actually A Day in the Life of General O'Neill, but Robert C. felt like 0 Hour was more appropriate because it's in reference to the president's visit at the end of the episode.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the inspiration apparently came from writers wondering for years what General Hammond does while SG-1 is away on missions, dealing with everything from minor discussions about bunting and lunch buffets to like major emergencies. And
Yeah.
Robert C. was particularly drawn to exploring the mundane administrative details that kept an organization functioning. And he wanted to show the stark contrast between these extraordinary events that happened off-world in these world-saving missions and versus the routine bureaucratic tasks that such operations, that would happen in the background for such operations to be possible. And apparently
absolutely
he saw the dramatic challenge in exploring how Jack, who was fundamentally an anti-bureaucrat, would adapt to becoming the bureaucrat himself.
That's it.
And I think they initially considered this to be like a Jack and Walter episode, sort of recognizing Walter as the true administrative backbone of the SGC, with Walter's efficiency in keeping the operations running. But they later, I think, explored that in season 9 with General Landry. So they kind of put that one to the side.
Walter continued
wanna-
to have a more comedic bent, and I think
Yeah.
this episode really
did.
kicks it into high gear. We saw it really
Season
for the
8, he has
first
some
time.
bangers.
That's right, in 2010, and O'Neill's like bringing him in and making some fun with him. But here,
Yes.
from this point on, he's clearly comic relief.
So that
Yes.
whole scene there that we just saw, I really love the way that, well, firstly the snippiness, is that a word? But
It
the whole
is.
dynamic is shifting, and it's really interesting to see. When I first saw this, I was kind of bothered by Jack seemingly like not wanting to let SG-1 go. And I think Sam at one point as well questions if it's like her own leadership that he doesn't like have faith in, and that really
Yeah, that's
in
it.
season 2 or 3, 2 with spirits. Yeah, and I thought we were
Yes.
kind of over that, so I was worried he was kind of going back to that again. But I'm really glad that I think it kind of mostly stems from just they're his team and he doesn't want to let them go yet. There's a bit of that.
I mean, he
It's-
has to consider all aspects. Like he has to consider
Yeah.
the schedule. He has to consider that they're only a team of three now. There's
Yeah.
only one military representative, and it
Yeah.
might not be safe if they're going to,
He's
some
worried
sort
about
of
them.
There are strategic
some
problems
sort of
with that.
planet. So yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, this episode confused a lot of people for a while into thinking that Dr. Lee's first name was Seymour because they're so
Yes!
dense that they don't understand Little Shop of Horrors references when they hear them.
yes.
Or uneducated.
So I've never seen Little Shop of Horrors, but I knew that was a reference because it was like the keeper of the man-eating plant. Was
Yeah.
Seymour?
Exactly right. See,
Yeah.
Audrey too.
Apparently that first shot from this scene with Jack looking through the magnifying glass, apparently it's like a kind of a really vague reference to Doc Brown using it in the same sort of comedic way in Back to the Future.
I'm not surprised. There are a couple of references like that. I mean, this is not the first time he's played with a magnifying glass. I think the other one was Menace.
No, it's not. Yeah. And just so you guys know, apparently the labs of Dr. Lee and Sam were actually filmed in the same room
Yep.
of the standing set at the Bridge Studios, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, this is just an
Makes
auxiliary space. I think it's right next to the gate room, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, probably is. That makes sense.
I think it's through that door, yeah.
I feel so sad for her. I love the way they both come in trying to be like, don't worry about it, Sam. Like, O'Neill has
And
complete confidence
guys,
in you.
Colin!
Colin! We haven't seen him since Disclosure in season 6, so it's been forever.
Wow,
long.
that's right.
Yeah.
Too long.
And he doesn't really say much in this episode. He just sort of pops in, says a few lines, and leaves.
Yeah, he's doing his
But,
thing.
at least he's there.
This is great.
Oh, for sure.
So
The quarters.
this whole thing is great. What I really love as well, actually, about this episode, given that it's such a small, different one, is what you were saying earlier about the seeing what happens behind the scenes when everyone's
Yes.
out and about. I really just love television because it's able to spend time doing this. I feel like films don't have enough time, and a lot of shows don't ever want to like get into the behind the scenes kind of more boring stuff because it's not as
Yes.
engaging as the action things. But
Well,
I
I don't
love
know.
that
They made the
SG-1.
whole series The Office, which is kind of about mundane,
Yeah, but I'm saying
mundane
like
tasks,
you
but it
you
doesn't
wouldn't
often work.
yeah, you wouldn't see a lot of like TV shows that have like action and explosions and stuff going and
Yeah.
doing this for a whole day, whole episode.
So I think this whole exchange with the delegates, I think it perfectly demonstrates what Walter was saying earlier to Gilmore, that Jack isn't like other generals or people.
no,
Like, I don't think Hammond would have done this if he was
absolutely
still in
not.
charge.
That's so inappropriate. It's really bad. It's really immature. Not
It
impressive,
works
not good.
though.
Yeah.
If
It's
if you're
just-
gonna
it's very
act like
Jack.
children, I'm gonna treat you like children.
That's it.
It's
We're going to
completely
lock you in
fair.
your room until you behave.
Yeah, until you get along.
Yeah.
Or kill
You've
each
gotta
other.
I've been
apologize to
threatened with
each
that
other.
before, so I can relate.
I would have really loved for them to open the door and they were just both dead on the floor with their hands around each other's throats.
I would love for it to be cut back and they're just making out, and it was actually their lustful feelings or why they were bickering all along.
Oh,
No,
of course, Nicole.
hands around each other's throats. No. Walter, lock the Amaran planet out of the base computer. Let's not talk about this again. It's between you and me.
No, you're right.
I
that is
was
better.
Black Ops. I can kill you very quickly, Walter. So,
And cover it
That's
up.
funny.
I'm in charge of the space.
yeah,
I have the president on my speed dial.
that's it. That's right.
You
Do
know,
you
it's
think
really cute. Oh, you go.
He still
Nicole.
has Hammond's grandkids on the speed dial. Do you think he just left it on there
No,
because
I-
Jack's too lazy
Oh.
to change it?
He hasn't opened the
Maybe.
drawers. He won't open
Yeah.
the drawers. Why would he reprogram the phone?
I would love for him to have accidentally called Hammond's grandkids at some point. It would have been
Oh, that would have been so
He
cute. They
probably would have
had a
kept them on
chat.
there because he likes them and he'd want to talk to them anyway. I mean, you saw his
Yeah.
relationship with them and speaking Italian and
That's
everything
what I
else,
mean.
you know,
It's so nice. What a nice little headcanon I'm going to carry with me.
there you go.
That's a
Evie,
cute
had something for us?
backstory. Oh, it's not that interesting. I just thought in Japan this episode was called The General's 5 Busy Days, and I just thought that was really cute.
It's straightforward, to the point. I like it.
It's really cute.
It
So I
is
found this out
cute.
yesterday. He said mind the curfew, and in the UK, whenever we watch TV and people are like, "Oh yeah, get back before curfew," we always assume that parents set the curfew, but apparently in some states there's a curfew, like
Yes.
a statewide
For young
curfew.
people
What?
on
That's
the
correct.
street.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mad.
Yeah, because people are getting
Wow.
more and
I mean,
more
it makes
paranoid.
sense, but
Yeah.
blows my mind because I never knew that until yesterday. I found out. So
Oh, well, that came at a good time. So
yeah.
I think the second unit director, Andy Makita, was responsible for filming these off-world scenes in Tynehead Park, which was one of the few sort of underdeveloped or undeveloped Vancouver locations that still allowed filming. We've seen it many times before. So the plant most frequently used as this alien specimen is actually an umbrella tree, and it's a reasonably common house plant. And to avoid interrupting the shooting process, the set was decorated with the plants and vines overnight.
Oh, that's how they did it. Okay.
See, I'm want to take note of that because I always want new houseplants, and we have a money tree. That was an accident. My friend Faye said, "Oh, just get a money plant, no, a money tree, meaning a money plant." And then we have a massive tree. But now I'm liking the vibe. So you said umbrella tree?
Umbrella tree. I
Yeah.
bought one specifically the other day. It's behind
Really?
me.
We missed
Yeah,
it.
it's a fake one, but yeah.
I think theirs were
Show
fake
us
too.
after.
It was awfully shiny.
Some of them are fake.
Green,
Some of them
yeah.
are artificial, and
Some of them are real.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And this is one of those rare moments where we never see the other side of
fun.
that. We are in the dark just as much as Jackie Boy.
But
Which is
like
why
what
this is
Daniel
quite
says,
exciting.
there wasn't anything interesting there anyway.
No, they were just locked in a room, the poor guys.
The mundane episode for sure. And there's an Alkesh doing something. Oh, it was Ball doing a survey, wasn't it?
It was Ball. It was Ball.
Yeah, but
just
it's awkward timing, isn't
driving
it?
over. But yeah, the timing's just off. Well, it works to his advantage.
Absolutely. Ah, Reynolds. Go back to Area 51.
Yeah.
Or come on, dial the gate. Take your pick.
Oh, ultimatum.
I'm not saucy at all. I'm not saucy at all about it.
Oh, Reynolds. I like Reynolds.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. So, this torching scene, like I mentioned before, they used real plants and also some plastic, but they sprayed them with a flame retardant to prevent obviously burning
course.
the entire set down. And the fire safety
Yeah.
regulations actually prohibited using a real flamethrower on set. So that's why Sila's weapon sort of appears to be quite ineffective. And I think in later episodes they were able to enhance the flames a little bit more with visual effects.
I'm sure the fire marshal inside of Cheyenne Mountain Complex in Colorado Springs would have prohibited Siler from actually using a flamethrower 28 floors beneath the surface of an actual base.
I'd say so.
So I'd say it's consistent.
B3D405 said, I remember in the director's commentary, they loved the Amran costumes and wanted to do more with the world and the diplomats. Yeah,
Aw.
they were stylish. They reminded me of like the Land of Light guys.
I was going to
Very
say
much so.
that's exactly what it reminded me of.
Thank you, my lord.
Tubular?
That's it.
Yeah.
So Cliff apparently was flown in from LA for a day's worth of filming, and he
That's it.
filmed most of his scenes as Bol against that green screen in the gate room for that sort of hologram effect.
Yep.
And I didn't really think about this, but he would have likely acquired the Asgard holographic projection technology from Anubis's empire.
When he took his
Yeah.
domain, that's
Yeah.
correct. And they're very good at keeping up
parasites.
with that. That's it. That's precisely what they are.
And I saw a few people online saying that there was a few production goofs visible during his hologram scenes, but I honestly couldn't see them. There were some people
Oh, yeah,
claiming
no.
that they could see a black line where the LCD screens join, and you could see a lapel microphone on his shirt. But like I said, I couldn't spot them.
Cammy, I forgot about Cammy.
Yes,
This
Cammy's in
episode
the
has
scene.
layers,
Did
man.
that stuff straight off to Siler. That was funny. It was good.
I can't remember if I said this earlier, but I think this idea of a plant overrunning the base was a Brad Wright suggestion quite early on, like a few seasons in, but they couldn't find any way to beef out the story, so they actually put it to one side until
The right moment
this
came.
came up. Yeah.
It's a good way to save money as well, you know. Put it all in the base, you know. SG-1
Bottle
went off
episode,
well,
as they
we're not
call
using
it.
Well, we've gone from 22
Yeah.
stories a year to 40 stories a year. So where's that plant story?
Yeah.
I guess we'll use it. This
dust
is a
it off.
great exchange. I love this.
It's very
Great
intense.
Reminding just how bad the previous encounter was.
I will say this episode's always like bummed me out. Like it's not one that I love rewatching, but I really do appreciate it.
Oh, I think it's a bit of
Because of
fun,
this.
other than obviously being
This.
reminded about the events of Abyss. But
Yeah.
I
And
think
reminding
it's
this guy
kind
that
of a
he's an
fun
outsider.
episode.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hello, Slick. Need any more hair gel at Walmart? I'm going out.
I was gonna say, do you think that they gave him like some hair gel to keep on him in his cell?
It's a natural gold secretion into the scalp.
Oh,
Oh, they produce their own.
Yeah, they also live forever.
Re-moisturizer.
It's pretty cool.
yeah. I mean, they got to moisturize. I think it's gonna get wrinkly.
I am Camulus, god of moisturizer.
Honestly, I'd love to see him.
Oh,
Like,
he's
I'd love
such
to
a
see that
handsome
advert.
dude, though.
I'm disappointed that he goes out this way.
Me too. It's such a waste. You know, he's so, and I mean this in many ways, delicious. You know,
Okay.
like I want to chew on his story, and he's also very nice to look at, which is an added bonus.
Yeah,
So,
there's not a
you
lot of
know,
going back to a food metaphor. There's not a lot of gristle on his story.
Oh, there you go. You know, you get
It's like-
left at the end of New Order thinking, this is going somewhere. And it was
Yeah.
either like, we're diverting the audience's expectations, or the real answer was, okay, what are we going to do with Camulus? I
yeah.
think we're done.
think we're done. Bring the actor back for one day. Give him a day's pay. Ship him through the gate with a blue ZPM, or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's like booby trapped. No,
Yeah.
not booby trapped.
Yeah.
He had the booby trapped one.
That's the
Yeah,
Atlantis.
he
That's
Kept the booby
the.
trap.
They gave him the dead one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't want him to use the booby trap against them, or like Ball to use it against them at some point.
Yeah, yeah, they
and
gave him the dead one.
The dead one is the one that they brought from Proclus Tanos and powered
It is.
the
Yeah.
Arctic base. Got it. And
Yeah, see, everything
depleted
just
when
fits
Atlantis.
together.
Exactly right.
So good.
Rear screen projection wormhole. Not
It's not
crazy about
great,
it,
but you know what?
But it's certainly, if they can save some money, then fine.
Yeah.
But they're trying to see just how much they can pull off with it, and it's. Gotta tell you, it's not doing it for me.
It beats most of the effects from
Early
like
days.
shows like Once Upon a Time.
Oh,
You can just tell
God,
it's-
it's
If you're
so
looking
bad.
very
I was
closely,
watching
do you
it
see the
today.
shadow? See the shadow that it's
Yeah.
casting around the rim of the gate because of the ceiling stage lights?
Yeah.
Light does not cast a shadow.
Yeah, but why?
Why
think
doesn't
it's
light
not
cast a
sweet.
shadow?
No, I'm saying like he's saying, why didn't you tell me? It's like,
Oh,
well,
I'm not
yeah.
listening to anything they're saying. I'm also not reading anything they're saying.
I was gonna say, of course I know. I know how light works. It's basic.
Oh.
Just like this man, Steve. I hope someone appreciated that joke.
Steve Botchick? Isn't it technically Botchick?
Bocce?
I think it's Botchick.
It might be,
It
yeah.
was Botchick, yeah. He told me in his interview.
Yeah. Gene Diada said that Steve Barchik or Basic, how we're saying it, was
it's
also
Basic,
doing
yeah.
Andromeda
Yes.
at the time. So
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he had a busy schedule and he couldn't.
yeah.
He and
come back multiple
Lexa hung
times.
out a lot.
Then he plays Lexa's abusive partner in Evie's favorite show.
Virgin River.
Oh,
Yes.
really? They're in that together too?
It was
Yes.
supposed to be. It was supposed to be
Yes.
Michael Shanks, and then I believe Evie gave me the rundown, and I watched some of it. I believe that he, for some reason, couldn't do it or didn't want to do it or something, and so Steve ended up taking
Yeah.
on the role that Michael Shanks was actually doing initially.
I love
Yes.
this pain in the ass
As-
delivery, especially the last word. It's
Ass.
so funny. You think he's going to say but, and he's being diplomatic, and then he just lays it out there.
It's like when I send an angry teens message or like I complain to someone, and I'm about to use a nice word instead of swearing, and then I go, nah, screw it. You know, who cares?
Finally getting some more use of the
The hand
the
scanner?
iris hand scanner. Uh-huh.
Mm.
Yeah. we didn't see it in use, I don't think, until Redemption 1 or 2. Even though they were talking about it at the
Maybe.
end of season 2, we didn't. Fact check me, everyone.
I think you might be right. I was about to correct you and say entity, but no, she was using a keyboard anytime stuff was happening with that.
That's
so.
it.
It wasn't plugged in.
Yeah.
So I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time that they have named it in SG-1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it only just came in before Atlantis ran with it. Don't get too excited.
50%. But, you know, the other 50% is explosives, so.
Yeah. Or it's 100% explosives, the 50% chance of working. So it's got that, like, as Vala called it, like that 50, like that, or that crossover. They're like, that's 100-something%. She's like, well, there's some crossover where it activates the gate and blows up.
She's
So,
technically, more than likely,
bad guys.
possibly, statistically, percentage-wise correct.
yeah.
So I think Jim Menard, as the director of photography,
Jim
was
Menard.
responsible for this green emergency lighting effects, like
I love
to
that it's
achieve.
green like the plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they use different colored lights in the control room and near the gate to achieve like depth.
I'm getting entity vibes.
Me too, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why I was thinking about it as well.
Mm-hmm. Great minds.
I love how calm Lee is, considering that there's this plant literally taking over the base.
Where are the botanists at? You know, like, he's not the botany specialist.
They're all
where's McKay's new
on
girlfriend? They're all on Atlantis?
they're all on the Daedalus.
Daedalus isn't done yet, and isn't going yet, right?
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
Oh,
heck,
you did
I don't
fact check
know where
that.
they are. Yeah, that's right.
No, because they sent Prometheus first halfway through.
That's-
Yeah, and
you're
they
right.
sent Prometheus halfway through season 8.
That's correct.
This is the most he's ever said, I think. Sila.
In one go.
That was like
All
a
of
good
his
2
dialogue at
sentences.
once.
Yeah.
This is true. It's not a good first week for Colonel Jack O'Neill.
General Jack O'Neill.
General
Jack
Jack.
O'Neill. What is wrong with me?
Well, you're trying to multitask.
Yeah.
You know what?
David,
No,
it's
I'm
okay,
not.
You're off the hook. You're off the hook.
Is it really
You're
that,
trying to multitask.
Is it really that bad?
Oh.
Okay.
So this is the last scene I think RDA filmed for this episode before he took a flight home to
I was gonna say,
LA.
took a nap.
Yeah,
Nice.
he took a nap.
They have quarters there in the event that they, can't
Yeah.
get out of there, for sure. Oh, yeah, because last week they were going to be stuck in there for months.
They were.
I do love that. I wish that my work had like a whole area of beds so that I could take a nap.
Well, technically my office does because I work from home.
Well, so do I.
Most
but
of the
sometimes
time.
when I have to go in, I do want to just go sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love his collars.
It's a
po-
fabulous
Keeps his outfit
outfit.
for a while, doesn't he? He ends up wearing it next time.
No, every time well, I mean, like pretty much every season, like Peter DeLuise said, he comes back and they're taller and pointier than ever.
I think he wears that same coat in Reckoning. Maybe,
Probably.
And then they change it.
But I like to think that they're pointier every time. There's just something about that observation that only a DeLuise brain could come up with. It's like, that's just
True.
perfect. It describes everything that he is.
Oh, it's not very
SGA
gawbled of
balcony
him to
views is
negotiate.
Back in, still on my first watch for SG-1. Oh my goodness. First watch for SG-1, but your name's SGA Balcony Views. Did you watch Atlantis first? That's an interesting way.
Well,
Ooh,
I mean,
is that a
some people
throwback
certainly
to-
know how to watch a show out of order. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I was going to say,
They do.
you know, I can relate.
Some people make a career out of it. So Jack just said it's what I do, which is kind of a throwback to Colonel
That's
Daniels'
right.
phrase in
Absolutely.
Wormhole Extreme.
Yeah, I guess,
Times.
he watched the pilot, even though it was on cable.
You probably enjoyed it, you know?
Yes.
Some twisted way. also Teal'c later on being like, it inevitably did well on DVD. You know,
That's
like, how do
it.
you know that?
That's
yeah,
right.
evidently, yeah.
Yeah, you've been watching it.
I forgot about that.
Again, I like to imagine Jack and Teal'c hanging out on the weekends watching Wormhole Extreme, having a good time.
And then Star Wars.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on. You know Neil and sci-fi.
SGA Balcony said, sorry, stumbled on SGA by accident. I'm in love with it ever since. That's fantastic.
Since
no, don't
when?
apologize.
Oh.
Yeah.
Since you created your
well,
YouTube account, I'm genuinely curious. Or did you just
Yeah.
change it? Because you can do that.
You can do that.
Yeah, in case anybody new here doesn't realize, Nicole, I watched it all out of order in the most horrendous way possible, but it wasn't my fault. I was a child. So.
Yes. Yeah.
So why is he wearing hazmat and the other guy's not? What's going on?
I don't know.
So
Maybe
you can
it's
go
like,
out of in and out of restricted areas that are
yeah.
that this thing has
Plus,
taken
he,
over.
he was having some like allergic reaction before, so
That's right.
maybe that kind of prevents the pollen from going into his sinus cavities.
Oh, SJ Back Review said, I'm trying to get into SG-1 now, but jumping around on episodes since last September. That's when they got into it. Wow.
There you go.
Hello. You do you, you know. I'm definitely Team SG-1, my favorite. I think we all kind of agree. So.
Faux show.
Kevin said, no excuses, Nicole. Rude. I was but a humble child.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Yeah. I always felt these hazmats seemed really ineffective because they're just open at the bottom. But
Well,
whatever.
You gotta buy it.
Yeah.
It's a TV show. I forgot this whole thing. This whole
It's so
episode is
sweet
him
and
writing
sad.
a letter that he never sends.
Letter. Yeah, then he ends it with never mind. It's very
He
cute.
sends most of it, yeah, and then changes it, which is the end, which is so good.
I honestly don't know if Jack would have made it.
I really hate the angle that his desk is at. Why is it diagonal? Like, I don't know what is wrong with him, but, you know, it's like up against the
Has
wall.
to be
you got a
flush
bit more
against the
space.
wall.
Well, wasn't that the
It's,
conversation that he has later on with Landry?
Yes, it is, 100%.
Did you go with an angle or flush against the wall?
Yeah. It took me till that conversation to realize that it was at an angle, and now I can't unsee it.
Exactly right. Yeah, they were doing everything they could to make these spaces more interesting, including, you know, you have the star map in the corner there, but let's somehow project a 90-degree image of it in blue against the back wall and hope that no one will notice.
We've also got AUDHD Punk Heather. Hello.
Hello again.
Changed my name. Added a 38 because I liked the Stargate Atlantis episode which I missed last week. No, you didn't. That is the next one we're watching today. So you are just in time.
Just in time.
So apparently, Bill Dow remembers the props department warning him and RDA that they probably wouldn't want to wear these safety goggles, but Bill insisted on wearing them because he thought they looked really funny, and RDA was like totally on board with it. And
Absolutely.
Great.
Bill also said that during this episode he started improvising some of his lines, and when the director corrected him, RDA reportedly said Bill gets to do whatever he wants, and he sort of gave Bill kind of unexpected creative freedom.
Did he tell
while
me
staying
that?
within the story parameters?
Fantastic.
He did. He did.
That's great. We need to get Bill back on.
Oh, Bill's great.
Bill is great, especially when he's playing Bill.
Oh, I'm so excited to see him in Atlantis as well. He's so fantastic. Yep.
Yes. Big boom boom.
Big boom. Yeah, cameras was like, oh, peace out, guys.
You get
screw
me
it all
off
up.
this doomed rock.
Dude,
Oh yes, feign ignorance.
Jed Ted Booby? Exactly.
That's right.
Booby, yes.
It's a turn of phrase.
Yeah, a very amusing one.
Oh, now he's perked up.
Yeah, look at that. That's excitement tingling through him.
It's like a shot of caffeine.
Yeah. In his to-go bag with a ZPM, I hope they include loads of hair gel for him.
Well, he apparently had access in whatever area he was restricted to.
I wish they didn't give him his outfit back. I really just want to see these Gould when they like are sent back home, in the like what is it, the jumpsuit that they're given? Because it's just such a what an insult to go home like that, you know?
Yeah, that would be pretty funny actually.
But instead he goes back in this ostentatious
skirt.
garb. Yeah.
Look, he's what was he, a Celtic god?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
Oh,
just how they
remember.
that's just how they look. Let's see here.
Gary T is in the chat
Celtic God of
trying to, talking about changing usernames and said, wait, so I can change my username to I wish I was cool like David Reed? So there you go,
You
David.
could, but we would have to fight each other for it. Because there's
I don't
another
know, I think
David
you've
Reed
had
that I look
ample-
up to, and he has no sense of humor whatsoever.
Is it David Reed with like an EID?
Nope.
Yeah.
R-E-A-D.
Oh.
I have no idea. I'm just saying something to say something because if you haven't noticed yet, I'm extremely bored by this episode. And it's really sad because I'm actually not, because I'm getting ready for some stuff that's coming up this week. So let's close the lid and get this email sent out. I'm actually sending out a very important email to
Like Jack?
Michael Greenberg.
Yeah, look at that. See, you and Jack are on the same level right now.
Exactly right. So I'm talking with,
You're having
as
to, like,
Dan Payne
you
would
know-
say, or Dan Shea would say, G-Money.
We are the SG-1 team who you've entrusted to go out and lead without you a little bit for a minute.
That's it. I do really enjoy
I love that they're like demonstrating the respect that they have for Jack. You know, it kind of
He has earned
it shows that he's
this.
earned, yeah, despite his like unconventional methods, and it kind of shows his growth as a leader
Yep.
and the team's faith in him, which is really sweet.
B3D405 said, didn't the actor who played Cammy play as an early SG-1 member or Marine?
That's correct.
Yes, he did.
Major Coburn.
Yeah, he was in Maternal Instinct.
Was it Coburn?
Yes, I think it was Coburn.
Okay.
So, in the locker room, there are actually lockers that bear the names of some crew members.
Oh yeah. Mark
So there's
Davidson.
M. Elmas, who's is it Marzi Elmas, the
Yeah.
wife of the assistant to the executive producers Gregory Elmas, and there's B. Prochaska,
Bridget
who's a
Prochaska,
unit
unit
publicist.
publicist.
Yep, Bridget.
Wonderful woman.
And M. Davidson, who's the set dresser Mark Davidson.
That's it. Along with his brother Robert.
Oh, and we're gonna see Pierre Bernard in a second.
Oh, that's
I'm not gonna lie,
right.
meeting
Yeah.
him in 2019 was a dream because like I'd watch his behind the scenes so much on the DVDs,
Mhm.
and he had that whole thing on Conan, and I spent ages like when we were together because we were hanging out, you, me, Evie, and him and his friend. And I remember just being like, oh, you know what? I actually really dislike Conan, and I didn't like
I'm
the
not
way he was.
crazy about
But, you
Conan,
know,
yeah. But sometimes he's
yeah,
really funny.
yeah, I feel like he talks more than he lets the people he's interviewing talk.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, we spent like
yeah.
a half a day with Pierre hanging out with him and his
Yeah.
friend.
We had some tacos.
So
Tacos.
yeah, so he was, for those who don't know, he was the graphics designer for the Late Night with Conan O'Brien, and he got the cameo after ranting on the show that Stargate was better
recliner of
without
rage.
Daniel
Yeah.
Jackson.
He's
And the
just been
producers
so mad
saw
about
his
it.
rant and offered him the role, and they named his character O'Brien as a tongue-in-cheek reference to the show. And I think a behind the scenes look at his filming was later shown on Late Night with Conan, congratulating
Yeah.
Bernard on his performance, which was really cute.
Yes, and
I
only
think
4
he's
people in the
later
audience
invited
understood what
back.
that was.
Yeah.
That's it. He was invited back for 200. And
It makes
later
me
on.
sad that sci-fi. Yeah, he was a zombie, wasn't he?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Sorry, later on what?
Later on in season 8, they did the same thing with another character in an episode. It was the episode Covenant, and they had Alec Coulson played by, what was his name?
Oh,
the hot guy from the
Charles Shaughnessy.
Charles Shaughnessy.
And he meets
Yes.
Colonel Sheffield.
That's right, he does.
Yeah.
Yes, no, I remember that.
So they actually shot additional footage, cutaway footage that the Pierre Bernard, the Conan O'Brien episode used, that shows Pierre climbing up from behind the bulkhead, the wall there. So they used an alternate cut on Conan O'Brien and then did this one for the final version. But if you go and watch it online, you'll see a different cut. You see O'Brien's reaction when he looks over at the control panel back at the gate.
I'm just really sad that Stargate was like, it wasn't respected or appreciated enough because it's science fiction to get like a proper like interview or anything on these kinds of late night shows. Like the best that they could try and do is have Pierre Bernard raging about it. I'm glad that he did that and that he got his moment because deserved and entertaining, but super frustrating that we didn't get you know, these guys do an interview on Conan after what they did for one of his crew, you know.
Oh, for sure. I mean, they took him to a convention. They did a couple of episodes with it. Conan took it far further than, if Conan's responsible, than he needed to, and that was really cool because, you know, it was nice for Stargate to have that. Stargate was never more popular than around this time, 6, 7, 8, 9, and especially when Battlestar was added to the mix, and you had Sci-Fi Friday. For almost a decade, I would talk with strangers about science fiction, and when I would say Sci-Fi Friday, people would go, that I didn't know, they would be like, oh yeah, that was a good time. Because all of us knew SG-1, Atlantis, and Galactica.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a time.
What a time.
Trifecta. Most people I speak to over here don't even know what that is.
Yep.
People hear Star Trek and think that it's the same thing as Stargate.
Well, those people are
And I get-
troglodytes.
Yeah, I get offended. I try not to.
So my question is, do you think Anubis would have the skills and knowledge to reverse engineer the ZPM?
Yeah,
Probably.
It's a shame he got the Eye of Ra and didn't just reverse engineer his own ZPM to, you know, power his big ass ugly ship at the end of the circle. But you know, maybe that's like the core of a ZPM is what the Eye of Ra actually was. Width, you know.
Vacuum energy? You think the Eye of Ra is vacuum energy?
I mean, why not? You know,
It seems more like some kind of crystal technology, but yeah. Although I guess the 0-point module is nothing but crystal on the outside anyway, so.
Yeah.
I love this. I have to confess. And it's like, yeah, I know already.
Henry Hayes didn't have faith in you, bro.
Oh, of you.
Nah.
Here we go.
Love how he stands up like he's all offended. And he's like, yeah, I knew.
A little he is.
Just so Jack. I love him.
This is one of my favorite deliveries. Well, don't tell anyone. As if, oh, now it matters. His cadence, or his brain, knowing the choices that he makes, not only the words that he picks, but the deliveries. You know, people are going to be pulling that apart for decades after he's gone. You know, how did he do that? Yeah.
I watch so many TV shows that I love where I'm like, wow, half of you cannot act.
No,
And,
no, they're counting on laugh tracks.
I'm saying Vampire Diaries is one of them. There's a bunch of people on that show. I adore it, but half that cast cannot act to save their lives.
Wow. They were just hired because of their looks?
Maybe.
I think definitely a few of them were for
Connections?
sure.
Wow.
You. every time I go back to SG-1, I'm like, wow, I was really spoiled with how good the actors are. The quality is fantastic.
Yeah, there's the never mind.
Oh,
So,
it's so good.
Robert C said that he was satisfied with this episode, and he said that RDA is fantastic in this episode. It's a new yet classic O'Neill. And apparently, this episode did air the same day as 38 Minutes, which we're going to watch in a second, which also involves a countdown. And this episode
right.
tied with Icon, which surprised me as the sixth highest rating for any season 8 episode.
What?
And apparently, I
Icon.
know, Icon. And apparently, Alison Down was originally set to reprise her role as Dr. Brightman in a deleted scene, but it was cut.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I just realized, guys,
Yes.
based on Sci-Fi Friday, we're doing this all wrong. What we should be doing is SG-1, Atlantis, followed by Galactica every week. What are we doing, guys? We're doing this all terrible.
We are staying in our lane.
I know.
For the
Battlestar is a
moment.
good lane, though. Good lane.
All right.
What an episode.
What dost thou rate it?
What dust.
Oh, I'm just one of you guys go. I'm having issues with my
I feel like David's about to tear it apart, like,
Computer.
politely.
No,
So,
no, David was just distracted.
okay, I'll go first.
David was not going to bald-faced lie to his audience.
I
He said as he bald-faced lied. I was emailing Michael
enjoy this.
Greenberg. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I enjoy this episode. I think it's a good time. In terms of like, it's we've talked about this before, David, about how like you didn't love like one episode of Battlestar where it's like all the people who work on like the fuel and stuff and Chief
Dirty
standing up for
hands.
them.
Yeah. Well,
Dirty hands,
even
that's it.
Adama memorizing, names and posts.
Yeah,
It was
And
filler.
Yeah, and so like this is kind of like in that kind of realm
Yeah.
of episodes, but I've always
Yeah.
really enjoyed these episodes because I'm the kind of person where, and I'm sure we all are like that, but me in particular, I love watching stuff that to the average person seems kind of pointless, or filler, and I'm like, no, this kind of grounds it, kind of helps, it's like when Jack needs to go to the toilet, no need to have a scene of him being like, I gotta go to the bathroom, but it's like, oh yeah, he's a person who has bowels, he needs to go to the loo. And I enjoy the behind the scenes kind of stuff and people being human beings. So yeah, I appreciate it. The comedy's interesting. Watching Jack struggling is fun. I got to see Pierre Bernard shining, Gary shining, and we got to see some extended lines from Sylar as well. So
This is true.
I would probably give this a 3. It's not going to go past the halfway point for me. I think that it's
Okay.
it's just not good enough, but I don't hate it. So yeah, I enjoy it.
Interesting.
fair. Okay. Do you want me to go, David?
I'd really
do you
ideally
wanna
like
go?
you to take more advantage of your headroom, but
Oh,
like
sorry, I've
appropriately put yourself in the box thusly.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So
Yvie, you're really far away.
I appreciated this episode. I still do. The fact of the matter is that Jack is someone whom we followed from the very beginning. He is the star of the
Yes.
show for whatever reason. His name's over the masthead, Richard D. Anderson. And when he's transferred into a position like this, it does make sense that we're going to follow this character to see what he's going to go through. And Jack is not a pencil pusher. And he's kind of trapped in this position. And you can't help but really feel bad for him. And the other part of it is like, okay, would he really write Nevermind at the end? Or would he get the heck out of there? And part of me would be like, part of me doesn't buy that he sticks around as long as he does. I really think that he would have probably given it a month and then been like, as Rick does or and Jack does, okay, that's enough. Season 8 feels very much like an in-between season, as far as I'm concerned,
Yeah.
from transitioning out of the Goal threat and into the Ori threat. And this episode is a prime example of it. And I am going to go with Nicole and agree on a 3.
Oh, okay. All right. I will be giving it a slightly higher score, but not by much. I think it's definitely a filler episode, but I do like that it is focusing more on the sort of background, but important tasks that need to be done that we don't really have a light shone on too often. So I do really like the extra focus on Bill.
Yeah.
I think he's fun, and you know, on Walter, and yeah, I think it's an amusing episode. It makes me laugh, and I do kind of buy that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't object to Jack being in charge. I think that he may have stuck it out only for the sake of his team, and just thinking that it could be worse. Like there could be someone in that role
Mm.
that doesn't understand the stakes, and he's thinking of just protecting them from, you know, the likes of
The
like
General Bowers.
your Simmons and your Bowers and your not Mayborn, who's the other one I'm thinking of?
I mean, maybe it's pretty good.
Kinseys and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So I think that's why he sticks it out, because there could always be someone worse.
Yeah.
So I think he's just sticking it out for,
There's always a
you know,
bigger
for the people. So
Yeah.
and that's why I think he also, you know, goes into, I guess, the more political side of things and goes to Washington.
I
That's
think
how
he
I view
realized
it.
that he would. I mean, I don't think he would have been much happier there, but I think he does.
Oh no,
in
I think he was miserable in
Story,
Washington.
right? Story-wise reason that he felt that he could probably do more in Washington, like Daniel could do more when he ascended.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I
It's always that way.
appreciated
Grass is always
the
greener.
conflict between Colonel Young and General O'Neill in
Yes.
SGU. It's like
Yeah.
the show's got some balls, putting the new hero
Archie.
up against Jack. So yeah,
But I didn't say my score, did I? I was
Right.
gonna go with, what did you guys go? 3.
Threes.
I was gonna go with a 4.
Yeah, I thought
Because
so.
I think it's a good time. It's slightly
Yeah.
overgrown, you know, with the plant. But you know, you can't fight ficus with fire.
that's
It's
it.
not a ficus, but yeah.
Whatever it is.
Ficus.
Nicole.
Yeah, see, I started out of the gate with it. So, Homo Urpel, 5 chevrons, which is a strong one. Stuart Miller, 5 chevrons as well. Jean Diada, thou dost rate it a 3. Thank you for sticking with the theme that David set for this one. Anthony, this one is a 5. Dan Ben, 4. Kevin Weaver, I don't know what it is, but I've always loved this episode. I give
Good.
it a 6.
Okay. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, we permit it.
Yeah, you know, like
We
I love
all we do
Wraith
is
Candle.
ask that, you know, you
So-
try to explain it. And he's like, I don't know what it is, but I love it. That's good. All we ask is that you
Well,
try. If you're an outlier,
Blown away. Candy Mitch, 7. It's hilarious. Okay.
okay.
Good. More power to you.
Yeah, they must really like The Office.
Yeah. Do you, Candy Mitch? Jed Ted, 5 chevrons for Jack and Bal bromance. Yeah. Lockwatcher, this is a 5. This establishes the handoff of the SGC to Jack, and while we see him less, we know that he is behind the scenes doing the day-to-day work, like selecting bunting. Yeah, and as he's been like kind of piecing out more and more, as RDA's been kind of going, it's been noticeable, but not too harsh. Raj Luthra, I give 0 Hour a 5 out of 7. A fun episode. Would be interesting if David can get Pierre Bernard for an interview again. Oh my god, I would love that. I love Pierre Bernard so much.
What would I cover with him?
I don't know. Something.
They kind of
something fun.
covered everything the other.
I
the
really
other
feel like,
time.
yeah, I've mown that lawn. I'd love to have him back
I
on.
just love. I love how excitable he is.
He is.
Just
He-
Oh, Pierre?
adorable.
He loved how
Yeah.
much of a fans we were, and he was like, "This is amazing. I love Stargate. I want it to come back. You guys are like so inspiring." And I was like, "Oh, Pierre, gonna make me cry." So
Because
yeah.
he saw our panel at
He was front row.
WonderCon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
front row.
He sure was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
when they
we had
when
a
they
chat with
pointed
him
him out,
afterwards.
I like screamed
He's
and went,
friends with
"What?"
Marsha.
And I
Yeah.
couldn't believe. Yeah, because Marsha said he was there, and I was blown away, and he stood up, and I would like actually wanted to like cry. I was fangirling like crazy.
We had a photo with him.
It's
Sure
one of
did.
my proudest moments. And we've got Jacob, good episode despite some weaknesses, but it's always a lot of fun. 4 chevrons. Nick Nah, high 3. I don't skip. I love that when they mention whether they skip or not. I think Nick Nah's quite common with that, so thank you. Ord HD Punk Heather 38. I was 4 when it started. That's why I barely remembered watching. That's hilarious. I saw a 4 and assumed it was rating. It wasn't, but that's an interesting fact to know. Thank you. Miss Linus gives it a 3. So Candy Mitch's Lovebird. And we've got Homo Apple said high 3 is a 3.499 apparently. And I think that is it for ratings so far. So anybody else want to
Okay.
slap anything in, do that when you can. And Anthony will include it. And Kevin Williams said, I tried the
Include.
first season of The Office and was not a fan. Good to know.
Oh, I love The Office.
The
Yeah,
British
it's-
Office, Kevin, or the American Office? I'm assuming he's
Yeah,
referring to
I'd-
the American
I'd say
Office.
the American.
Kevin gave it
yeah.
a 6, so yeah, it's funny that you
Interesting.
like this and then, not like that. It's interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, he's taking a swing at me. It's okay. It's okay.
I
With that big
will
baseball
say-
bat, and I'll just put up a finger and stop it. Okay.
I'm super excited about this one. I will say right now that I think that 38 Minutes is one of my favorite episodes.
It's a solid
so-
show.
Yeah, it's really. I love. I'm gonna say
okay.
reiterate Atlantis episodes where, especially when McKay is trapped in a small space and gonna die. My favorite episodes. So they're like
he's
my most
so
highly
extreme.
rated
He
ones.
gets
Yeah.
cranky in this one for sure.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh,
So-
he's having a hyperglycemic
Glycemic
reaction, guys. So
Doesn't he say something like that? Yeah.
he does.
He's
yeah,
stuck in the
he-
back. There's
Yeah,
this
he
one
like-
puddle between us and the vacuum of space.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like,
so
they've only
dramatic.
got a few minutes left. He's about to have a hyperglycemic reaction, and Shepard's literally dying, and he's just like, "Give me food."
I'm the priority. I adore him.
You're military. You've trained for this. You've run over sand for miles.
Yeah, I'm a wuss. I sit in a room all day. I don't know what's going on.
That's right. I have to walk 15 feet to a bathroom down the hall in an office. All right. Let's go ahead and turn up the temperature to a nice chilly Aratus bug level so that some of these bugs
Aratus
can
bug
come out
level.
and play. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, all right, guys, you ready for 38 minutes?
Let's go.
Yeah, let me try and set this up without use of my mouse.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, something happens when I hop onto Zoom with you guys. My mouse stops kind of working, or it works really slowly. It's bizarre. Anyway, ready
Ready?
when
All
you
right,
guys are.
let's go.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And we are going to watch 38 minutes in 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to Wormhole Extremists. My name is David. This is Stargate Atlantis, 38 minutes, 104. I'm with Nicole and Nicole
Hello.
and Yvie.
Hello.
Hi, guys. Get a good look at these dashboards because you won't see them for very long. They'll be replaced in season 2.
Aw.
And we'll be getting into that in about a year.
Well, he just used the phrase threading the needle, and I think as Braytak would say, threading the needle is a skill for the very young.
Yeah.
That's right, exactly.
Great throw.
Yeah.
But this thing, I think, goes into autopilot when it gets close.
Yeah.
Can't it? I assume it has that ability because Stargates are kind of
I'm
vital.
not sure, maybe?
Yeah, kind of like. Well, I think it's kind of. Yeah, it's drawn to it.
They were really trying to establish these certain phrases like thread the needle, incorporate them into the nomenclature of the show, and some stuck
Yes.
and others didn't.
Yeah.
I do want to say as well, before we get into the nitty gritty, I'm really excited about this episode as well because it establishes Stargate rules for new audiences early on, and I really love that. Finally talking about things going through in one piece. I believe that that's the first time they fully say it in Stargate.
So
Maybe,
this
but
is
it
when
is
the
kind of
rule is
inconsistent.
cemented. Like
Yeah.
you can
But
look
they
at
fully
100
say it.
days, with
Yeah.
the hook, and
Yeah.
it connects on the other side, with when Teal'c's trying to go through little things like that. These are
So
the
I find it interesting that
inconsistencies
this
of
one
the show.
finally did it. Yeah, but
Yeah,
this is when they
yeah.
finally said it, and I was like, oh, I've never realized they said that before, but I always kind of knew. So
Well, they hadn't
Yeah.
firmly established it.
yeah,
Apparently traveling through the wormhole across the Milky Way takes a fraction of a second, but I don't know what we're all doing flying through the stars and through some clouds in the movie and the first several seasons of the show, especially when we know that the object is in transit
Yep.
and has finally reached the Abydos Stargate and it takes 10 minutes. But
Yep.
the thing that I love about these episodes is they're episodes that deal with the mechanics of the Stargate and
Yeah.
things that are actually having to happen in
We're
this made-up
discovering
sci-fi world that we
things.
exist in.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
as we move forward, they become fewer and far between as they run out of permutations and ideas of things to do with these concepts.
100%.
How much can we explore the gate now that we've explored the gate thusly,
We're
If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go
seasons
through,
in, how
Right.
we're running out.
48 hours is a great sci-fi idea where
Yeah.
you're stored in the other Stargate. How do you get them out when you
Yeah.
don't have the ability to hack an alien computer system, you know?
Eek.
So we have Glenn C in the chat. They've said, "Yay, first time catching you live. Just want to drop in and say
Welcome,
hello."
Glenn.
Oh, hello.
Welcome.
Listening to you guys. Big fan of what you're doing. Hi.
Guys, you're parked in the red zone.
Appreciate the support.
They are parked in the red
So
zone.
I wanted to mention that I don't know if you guys noticed Ford's position before they started moving through the gate. So he was leaning over the cockpit, which kind of creates kind of a bit of a continuity error in my mind, like when the puddle jumper gets stuck in the Stargate. So Ford should have already passed through the event horizon by the time of the impact, and he wouldn't have been knocked over by the sudden stop.
So I want
Yeah.
someone who is much better at Isaac Newton than I am. But when you go through, you can't come back.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you are
Yes.
in an object that is going through, and while you're in the object, you go through, can you come
Yes.
back? Because
Yeah.
if you can't, and the object gets stuck, and 15 people go through, and then the object appears on the other side, there's not
Yeah.
room for 15 people in the front. So are they
Yeah.
going to fall back in? Can they fall back
Yeah.
in? These are the things
Yeah.
that my brain deals
Yeah.
with when I watch episodes like 38 minutes.
Yeah.
And yes, Evie, you can clip that.
I will say that out of all the clothes that they all wear during the show, I think that this shirt on Dr. Weir is one of the ugliest. I hate it. I want to burn it.
You are 100%
I don't
correct.
understand the extending buttonhole line that goes like
Yeah,
longer
that
than the
little
top
tab.
itself.
What is
Yeah, it's
that?
weird. I don't
It's
understand.
weird.
You can see the cabin. Look at that. You can see the interior. I wish they had
Yeah.
done more shots of that.
Yeah, expensive.
So
Yes.
you can blame not blame, but this was directed by Mario Azzopardi.
Yep.
So he's returning to the franchise for this episode. He previously directed Children of the Gods and Korai, so it's been a long time. So
Whoa.
Mario said that he found the Atlantis production quite different from SG-1, and he kind of fondly remembered producer Michael Greenberg. He kind of called him like a brother
Yeah.
who encouraged his creative choices, and he felt some cast members now had what he said expectations of grandeur, and that the television and that television as a whole was becoming too assembly line orientated, with directors expected to simply call action and get out of town,
Yep.
making this one of his very last episodic TV jobs before moving on to projects with more creative control.
A lot of things were changing at this point in television with the digital
Yeah.
landscape coming into play and TiVo and everything else that was happening around now. And I will tell you what Rainbow told me. Rainbow son Frank, Aidan Ford, told me that when they were signed on for Stargate Atlantis, according to him, they were frozen out of any kind of royalty agreements in order in order to get the part. I think that's according to Rainbow. Like none of them,
Whoa.
not even Flanagan, had royalty arrangements. They had to sign them away in order to get the roles. I don't know how certain that is. I believe that Rainbow believes it. But, you know, the pragmatic person comes in and says, a contract is a contract. Do you want the job? So,
Yeah.
But I'm not an
Also,
actor.
Like
That's
actors, you know,
interesting.
it's hard
Yeah.
to get work, and getting a regular role on a TV show, you'll kind of do anything, won't you? So.
that's why scale
And
is...
he was only a baby as well. He's what, 23?
Yeah.
That's right.
You know, if that is true, then it really sucks with the way that he was written out of the show during season 2. Like, it really, it makes it hurt that little bit more.
Yeah. So this episode's premise of a crew stranded on a spacecraft communicating with the ground team running simulations using only available equipment kind of has some parallels to the real life Apollo 13
That's
mission.
right.
Yeah.
Very good callback.
And you know what's kind of cool? This episode is unique as the only Stargate episode thus far to occur in real time. So exactly 38 minutes of screen time passed between the Stargate opening and the resolution.
Are you sure?
I timed it to a certain extent, and it's not far off.
It's
You
always
timed it to
38
a
give or
certain
take.
extent.
You know?
Yeah, like I
38 give or
didn't
take.
repeatedly didn't repeatedly review the footage and make sure that it was within that time frame, but it's pretty damn close.
I do think that Evie is right. I think I did once pay attention to this and go like, that is roughly 38 minutes. That's hot. You know, like that's
All
the kind of
right, I'm
thing
gonna
that like
stop
makes
it
my
on
brain
my
feel
side
good.
and just keep track of the counter of where you guys are, and I'm going to find out when
Yeah,
the
let's fact check
Stargate
that.
opens. So you guys keep watching. Have fun.
Being fact checked on the spot.
Do we count the title sequence, or do we subtract it?
I
they are
was
passed out for a
counting
little
the
bit.
title sequence, yeah,
Okay.
because it happens beforehand. So I just,
Okay.
in my mind, like during the title sequence, they're still passed out.
Yeah. I wouldn't say they're fully passed out. Like, I remember when I fainted once. I think I was out for like a good 15 seconds, maybe. You know,
Yes, that's
it
happened
wasn't
to
a
me
long
once before
time.
too.
Yeah.
Mm.
I love the way that Ford's taking forever and the way that McKay's now freaking out. There we go. Guys, we should know this. Why doesn't Dr. Weir, in all the paperwork she was reading, learn that it was 38 minutes? That's important information.
Mm. Also, this is the first episode where we hear McKay address Elizabeth by her first name rather than Dr. Weir.
Yes.
But I think using her first name sort of
Yeah.
amps up the urgency of the situation.
Yeah, he
And I
doesn't
think
care,
it
he's
also
trying to cut
makes
her
sense
off.
seeing as they're both civilians, they're not military personnel. So.
Yeah, there's that.
And apparently, despite the cramped appearance of the puddle jumper on screen, Mario, as a party, said that filming wasn't actually that confined. So the set was built in 4 removable sections, allowing the crew to take out whichever walls weren't needed for specific shots.
That's right. So
Yeah.
the regular puddle jumper is divided right down the middle, bisected like a loaf of bread. And
Yeah.
I think that they had like an alternate one as well for certain situations.
Carlos Fischer said something really important. Carlos said, McKay did not pass out. He collapsed from manly hunger.
Yes, that's right.
Oh,
No,
thank you.
It's not,
My apologies.
it's
My
Car-
apologies.
it's Carlos de Fiche.
Devish.
It's Carlos de Fiche.
I saw something else as well. Oh yeah, Kevin said we see Jack holding an incoming wormhole open using his hand and gun. So I say yes, we can come back.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
there's an element of
Yeah,
that.
but
I was
like a weird
gonna-
balancing act.
the majority of his mass
Yeah.
hasn't passed through.
Yeah,
So-
like
Yeah,
when
I was
at
gonna
what
make
point did
that
the
comment.
demolecularization happen? Like when you wholly pass through, or I don't know.
Mm,
Glenn's just said, Evie, they sell Tim Tams in England now, even the caramel ones. Nicole, if you've never had them, get yourself them from Tesco. So Evie has brought them to me, but I will go to Tesco and look for more
yeah, I
because
don't
want
think
some.
you have probably the range of flavors that we have in
Oh,
Australia. We
no!
have like 20 different kinds.
Yeah.
Guys, what time is it for you?
10:34.
No, not. Oh, crap. I don't know how to advance the timer. Oh, boy. Okay. We'll just keep on going.
Have you ruined things
I sure
by
did.
trying to prove my point?
Yes, I did.
Or disprove my point?
Yeah. I don't know how to advance the timer.
You said what time it is, and I said the time of the episode, not the real time. And
All right. Give us the timer the time one more time.
11.
11 right now? Okay.
Now
It's
11:03.
approaching like 11:10.
Okay, thank you. Let me know when you hit 10.
No, I'm just there.
Just did, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Very good. Sorry, everyone.
It was a bit confusing actually for a second because when I said that, I was like, wait, what time is it in the UK actually? 'Cause it's very
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so we are introduced to Ben
Oh,
Cotton.
Kavanaugh.
Here we
Yes,
go.
Dr. Kavanaugh.
Ben Cotton.
It is. Oh, I really hate his character. I hate him so much.
I want to cut his
And-
damn ponytail off.
I know. It sort of makes him more douchey for some reason.
Right?
Um,
His hair just looks like awful. Like it's like, with all due respect, right? I don't think his head is built for a ponytail, but maybe that's why he looks so much like
don't
worse. Why I
know.
hate him so much.
Well-
if you look at what he looks like now, though, he's actually quite a handsome dude.
Right?
So,
Okay. So
ponytail.
yeah, when you see him with a haircut in season 4, I went, whoa, when did Kavanaugh get hot?
Yeah.
So he's making his first of 6 Atlantis appearances, and he's actually been quite busy, like Ben has, in his acting career since then. He's
has.
had a reoccurring role on hit shows like When Calls the Heart and Resident Alien.
That's it.
And he was an iZombie, I believe, which is very exciting when I saw him.
Ronnie Howard, eat your heart out. You guys still there?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay, good.
enjoy.
It
I'm
was
watching
so
sorry,
quiet.
concentrating. I was watching
Yeah.
watching
Watching
Rodney
him
go
concentrate.
Sorry,
like
David Hewlett is just
Yeah.
like so dreamy.
Concentrating on concentrating Rodney.
Yeah, I love that he just closes the door. Like that's going to help. It's going to save them seconds in space when it cuts off.
Exactly. And if they nudge, then it's too late.
Yeah.
yes.
What I love is that in a similar situation, he does the same thing with the sinking jumper in Grace Under Pressure.
That's right.
And and then but with that one they're able to extend the jumper, the shield from Atlantis into the jumper, and then blah, blah, blah. But like they haven't done that. They could have done it here in this situation if that happened, and I just think that's cool.
You know what I really wish would have happened in Grace Under Pressure? I wish they would have pulled
What's that?
an abyss and Rodney was forced to drown in order to get out of there, and then they would have to resuscitate him. That's one of the most amazing scenes in all of cinema is Jim Cameron's The Abyss,
Yeah.
where one of the
Yeah.
characters has to drown in order to be saved.
Well, I guess it's almost like Shepard in this episode. He has to die to be saved.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm
Got your
drawing
wish just in
parallels
the wrong
without realizing
episode.
it.
Yeah.
I like to think that I have like kind of an inner Rodney because I am quite pessimistic by nature, but I don't verbalize it. So I have like a
Oh, me
little Rodney
too.
voice in my head, but I don't say it out loud
100%.
like he does.
Yeah.
Certain doom in a
So
certain
I love the way he
way.
accepts it though. He sits there and goes like, "This is how I handle things. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm just going to have to accept it. Yeah.
That's
This
how
is
he
who
works
I am.
through
Trauma.
the pressure,
Yeah.
gets all the bad scenarios out of the way first.
That's what he gets though for being such a thinker. Like he overthinks a lot, and as a result,
I
he thinks
do.
of like all these worst case scenarios. And actually, Evie, you
Yes.
are quite an overthinker. So yeah.
Ah, definitely an overthinker.
And I mean that lovingly, but very much, yeah.
Oh, it's one of my worst qualities.
I wouldn't say it's one of your worst. I think to your own detriment, it's something that makes you
Yes.
suffer internally. But I don't mind
Make
it.
my own life hard.
Yeah.
Suffer internally like IBS suffering internally, or suffering internally like this is a quandary suffering internally?
Quandary. Quandary versus
Versus bowels. Either way, Evie and I suffering internally. It's Evie, it's her mind, and me, it's my bum. So
guys, it's the first episode for David Nicole.
Hello!
this guy.
Welcome, David Nicol.
I love
So
him.
it kind of immediately establishes Zelenka's character traits, like this focused, slightly exasperated scientist, and he actually tells Weir that he needs to concentrate, so she has to be quiet, which I think is kind of cute.
That's the first Czech we've here in this thing. And do you know what Zelenka means in Czech?
No.
I don't
Green.
know what
Czech
Zelenka-
doesn't mean Czech. Oh, me.
Ah, green.
Green, not mean.
Green.
I
Ah,
love
was gonna
that.
say.
Really
So
think we would have gone all this
my,
time without finding out that his name was Dr. Mean if it was Dr. Mean?
Yeah.
Dr. Mean,
This is true.
green. Yeah, because so the Czech Republic is like shares a border with Poland, and my grandmother's maiden name was Kapusta, which actually means cabbage.
There you go.
Evie's from a family of cabbages.
I
Well-
literally am from a Cabbage Patch family.
One of my
So,
best friends growing up was Travis Dix, so don't feel too bad.
Oh, so I was going to say David Nicol initially auditioned for the role of Beckett
That's
before
right.
getting Zelenka, and he claimed that he did a quote way better Scottish accent than Paul McGillian, and he joked that they went with their second choice.
Fantastic. By the way,
And after not hearing back about the Beckett audition and
Yeah.
missing the plot episode entirely, he auditioned again for a character called Karpov, which was a random
right.
Russian science guy, but then they eventually, cast him as Zelenka.
Went
And I
check.
think he also auditioned for what was I going to say? He originally auditioned for Atlantis as like a Russian scientist role, having only seen the Stargate movie and having like a basic understanding of the premise. So
Hey, at least he has
he
that.
apparently hadn't seen an entire SG-1 episode at all. So,
Yeah,
and
so
I
in
think he
terms
said
of,
that he sorry.
It's cool. While we're on that point of earlier, in terms of silly names or crazy names, my friend Faye, who can be an absolute rude wench when she wants to be, love her. Her family last name is actually Savage.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a decently common name. I've
Yeah.
known
That's
a
fair.
few people with that surname.
But
Yeah.
don't you love it when people actually are what their last names are? I
I
had
know, right?
a
It's great.
pseudo friend by the name of Andrew Shirk, and he was the lousiest sack of potatoes that you could possibly imagine. He lived up to his name. The guy was a drip.
Oh no.
You couldn't
Maybe
count on
I'm
him
Sure,
to
he
do
had some other
anything.
qualities.
He just showed up whenever he wanted to.
Did you have another fact for us, Evie?
Probably. We missed Carson's very poorly timed Star Trek reference.
Oh yes, that was great. No, yeah.
The Klingon.
Yeah.
That's right.
Got a bit of a Klingon. It's like,
Oh, there
that
you
was
go.
an Eevee level pun.
So
I appreciated it.
These stunner rifles were only used for the first several episodes. On the PropWorks sold them. They had buttons that they could depress, and the ends would light up. There was a little light in them when you depress the button. And one of the reasons that they got rid of them, or so I am told, is because visual effects hated them. Because when the actors would press down the button, it locked. Oh, that's how we got it. It locked visual effects in to when they had to fire the weapon with the visual effect.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, we need the
That's
flexibility.
fair.
So they would then have to paint it out, the lighting up, which the props guys went to all the trouble to put in.
Yeah.
No, that sounds fair. That sounds like a lot of
Pain.
extra work for not a lot of benefits.
The prop hand didn't know what the visual effects hand would be doing when they got it, and this sort of thing
I
happened
would have thought
all
they'd
the
like
time.
communicate
No,
with each other.
well, I mean, there's no time. They're siloed.
Yeah.
They're moving so fast. Peter Bernard talked about that in terms of designing the F-302 and then handing it over to someone else and having certain things change about it. And he said, there's nothing you can do sometimes.
Well, it's kind of like it's a group project, I guess.
It very much is.
Everyone adds in a little bit. So it's just a pity when things have to change because they weren't looking at the big picture.
This is not anything like that in a way, but I just finished the end of my financial year and we were all siloed in our work streams that one or two things crossed over with other departments and it all went wrong in so many ways. Because it's that whole thing when you don't communicate and it's like, damn, it sucks when you can't do that.
Technically
shoot
speaking,
it. Shoot the tissue.
this episode kind of marks McKay's first encounter with anything Wraith related.
Yeah,
He got away with nothing, didn't he? He
sure
stayed on
did.
Atlantis the whole time.
He
Yeah.
did. Yeah, he
What a
did.
lucky guy.
What else is this creature reminding you guys of in terms of sci-fi? And we've had exposure to it ourselves on this show.
Let's not say Bane. I don't want it to be.
I was going to say Bane.
No, the face hugger.
Oh,
yes, yeah.
'Cause it
also
tightens
reminds me of
tightens
that.
around his neck.
yeah.
It does.
Yeah. Alien.
I really
times.
love that Kavanaugh is the one who comes up with the solution. Modern television, that would not be the case at all.
Well, the arse hat wouldn't
That's
get
right.
the win.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, the writing staff of any modern television show would make sure that he was just brought to his knees or killed or anything else. He would not have arrived at the solution. And there's something to be said.
Eventually.
Right. Well, sure, but there's something to be said for keeping the asshat around because occasionally even asshats have good ideas. The fact of the matter is he's a brilliant scientist, and that's why he keeps on being brought back into the program.
Yeah.
If we didn't keep arse hats, we wouldn't have McKay.
We wouldn't have McKay. He had to have a chance for growth.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have issues. I was going to make this point later, but I kind of have issues with the way that he speaks to Elizabeth.
Oh, it's
Oh,
pretty
really?
rough.
Of course, absolutely.
It's
I love how
very
she's
bad.
like, it's kind
the
of on the
level of
edge.
disrespect
No, absolutely.
is just
Oh, yeah. We hate him. He's a
out
turd.
of this.
I don't
out
hate
of this
him.
world.
That's an awfully
Well,
strong
I
word.
literally.
Every time I say hate David, you always say the exact same thing.
I'm sorry. I'm me.
It's
I
okay.
can't be more or
It's
less
okay.
like myself.
I'm full of
This is a strong
vitriol,
word.
people.
Okay, there you go.
I know. So I'll use vitriol from now on to get around the hate issue. So when it comes to Kavanaugh, I think he's so difficult. He's so the worst. But the bottom line is he's just a smart coward. And I really, and also what they do to him in season 2 is so messed up. Like he was so innocent. I can't wait to get to that episode. Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Gaius Baltar, to be honest. And I think I love nothing more than seeing a turd person be good or come up with a solution.
Well,
You know, it's important to
I-
balance it out.
I think
Yeah,
so too.
like I understand that he's supposed to be, I guess, a genius in his field.
They all
But
are.
I would have thought that they would have done some sort of psychological screening that would have weeded out someone that was that combative.
Yeah.
And
Well, you can
I don't
lie.
know, so like
you know?
I guess I just find it baffling how he made it through the selection process when collaboration is so crucial to
I want to say
the
again that we have
survival
McKay here.
on Atlantis.
I think it's really
But
obvious.
I think what really just gets me is that, like I've been in Weir's position before where I've had to prove myself, like prove my
Oh
worth to men,
yeah.
and like she handles it really, really well, and she doesn't back down, and she doesn't apologize for her authority. But I just don't like that she's in that position to begin with.
No,
Like I don't
I
like
don't
how he
think
puts her in that position at all.
I don't think though that for me, I never saw it as a misogynistic thing that Kavanaugh was doing. I just think that he's just a crappy person sometimes and is scared and kind of awful. I understand what you're saying. But I did never saw it that way in my point of view. But like again, I think McKay's a bigger misogynist, a bigger not team player. He's more difficult in every way. But the difference is that because we get to spend every day with McKay and see him grow, it's different. Well, I think
I would
Kavanaugh's having
disagree.
I think Kavanaugh's
Kavanaugh
having
is
that
a
growth
worse
behind
character.
Here's the
behind the
thing.
scenes, but we're not seeing it.
I think that there are a couple of things at play here. Number one,
Yeah.
you're like psychological screenings and everything else. Number one, the fact of the matter is that well-adjusted, good-natured people are married with families, and they're not going to go to the other side of the
good
local
point.
group without
Well-adjusted, yes,
a hope of coming home. The other side of it is I get a little wary, when people. Okay, this is a great scene.
Yeah. We'll wrap up. We'll continue in a second.
There are guys like this.
I bet.
That was actually a good line.
Yeah.
And
that was really
he
good.
is a great actor because
Yeah. Oh,
we
he's
have
a great
grown
actor
at
because
these
we all-
scenes, and it's
Yeah.
like, let me at him, Elizabeth, come on.
Yeah, it takes a very talented actor to make the audience all hate you.
I was so happy to see him in season 4. It was such a weird thing where I was like, wow, I actually kind of like you now that you're trapped in the Midway station.
You can infer a lot
Your
of
comeuppance.
stuff in
Just
there.
where he belongs with not a lot of people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What, David?
You can infer a lot of things in this conversation, but it's not concrete for me that part of it is because she's a woman until that grin right there.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, that was a little bit.
then it's concrete. Because
You
when
know,
he
I
goes,
never-
we're going
I
to talk
never-
about this later, it's like, oh yeah, you are a douche. Wow.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hate that.
Yeah, and then
I
she
hate
just
that.
closes it down, and it's like, you can say that, but I'm not going there.
And she
See,
has to
I
say
just didn't-
go
I
several
don't know.
times.
Yeah, I don't know if he like. So I don't know if it's because she's a woman, but I
It was then and
definitely- I
there.
don't-
Well,
was it?
I think it's
I still
because
don't
she's a
entirely see
civilian
it. I
and
don't
she's a
know.
woman. I don't know.
I always
he
thought it
has
was 'cause
issues with
she was a
military as
civilian,
well.
but-
That military,
Yeah.
yes. The other part of it is the second part that I was trying to get to is that I grow frustrated when a woman has an issue with a man, and it's automatically because she's a woman. There's a great assumed that
Yeah.
it's because she's a woman. There's a great Star
Yeah.
Trek fan series called Continues. Episode 7 is called Embracing the Winds, and the point of it at the very end is basically saying that, maybe it's not this gal is all upset because she thinks that she's being taken advantage of because of her gender. In a Star Trek episode, they make it fit, and the nugget of idea at the end of the episode is basically that maybe it's not in this situation because you're a woman. Maybe it's because you would be a bad captain, and she's trying to get a captaincy.
Continuing
Yeah.
with the misogyny thing, yeah, McKay's all like, look how he talked to Sam and disrespected her for the episode, the first episode he was in.
I'm just
You know,
illustrating
like-
it can cut both ways, but eternal
100%.
vigilance is the only solution. And approaching people with assuming that what they're telling you is, that they're being they're not trying to manipulate you. That they're speaking in good faith about their problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Kavanaugh's awful, but I really do like seeing him being innocent in the next episode, and then him actually being more or less. I can stomach him in season 4.
Well, I mean,
And
if you
so
want a
it's
show with no
nice to
drama,
see
turn on
it.
Teletubbies.
Exactly. It's
We
so fun to see
turn
it.
in
True.
to watch the fur fly, and boy, it flew.
Watch the flat.
So the Eratus bug, right?
Yep.
I hate spiders. So this thing freaks the bejesus out of me. The
Yep.
fact that it started out on a
Yes,
web,
me
big
too.
no-no. But I'm
Yes.
so excited for the fact that this is actually the origin of the Wraith. And it is wild the way that they connect all these dots up and do Instinct later on in season 2.
That's right.
I'm super excited for how that's going to
Joe wasn't.
go. With the makeup. Did it take
Didn't care
forever?
for it at all.
Yeah.
That's a cool two-parter.
Just the makeup.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
I think that was a metaphor.
Yeah, it's
try
not for
everything.
everyone.
Yeah. Randall Wong said it's so much easier to hate him from a ponytail. The ponytail makes it worse. Something about his
Yeah.
face. Just the combination of the two. When he has his short hair and it's got that curly, that natural curl to it, I'm like, yeah, Kavanaugh, you rock that.
Yvie. They make wigs out of human hair and pay plenty for them. In a lane with scissors. If anyone in the chat figures that out, you guys let me know.
Lockwatch said Felger is more of a klutz than Kavanaugh. Oh, 100%, you know.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
See, guys, this is
Ooh.
the lesson about the dangers of over seasoning.
Ah.
Well, they use salt, so.
Yeah.
And also, when you go to a Japanese restaurant, don't order the pufferfish.
I'm really relating to this bug, you know, like this whole thing they're having. I too get bloated and, you know, get
I was gonna say
mad
you
and
bloat with
start
salt?
sniping at people. You just in general, you know.
Oh, I think it's kind of funny to think that Joe Flanagan would go from dealing with alien parasites and being technically dead in a puddle jumper to comparatively normal medical crises in General Hospital later in his career.
Wow.
Yeah. Jacob said the fact is they both have, this Kavanaugh and McKay, both have personal shortcomings, but they're both brilliant scientists. Carter specifically says, oh no, sorry, it's Felger. Says about Felger, I wish this was stated about Kavanaugh too. Yeah.
Kavanaugh
that's why he's
literally
here.
says that he's not respected as a person and he's not respected for his science.
He's respected enough for his science. He's in another galaxy, you know?
Grade A to douchebaggery.
Yeah.
Douchebaggery.
Now we have a problem because when that puddle
Yeah.
goes,
That was McKay's little bit of hope, you know? It's just like in Grace Under Pressure when the water starts seeping in.
Yes.
Tomatoes are in fact delicious. Can't wait for that. Great. The view.
stock shots, many stock
Yeah.
shots. And it never rains except for 2 episodes. It rains on the ocean all the time.
I know, it's very silly, isn't it?
And one of the writers told me once, "Well, you got 2 episodes, didn't you?" I'm like, "Yes. At least you guys did fog."
Yeah.
But have some thunderstorms with some lightning, you know? Spruce it up.
Oh, we had some massive thunderstorms yesterday. It's very quiet now, though.
I like his bite onto his neck as well. It really, keeps that association with like the whole vampire wraith thing.
I want to
Just have a
suck your
little
blood.
Exactly. That's what he's thinking. Oof.
Oh,
I
yeah,
do find
the
that
Wraith.
weird.
That's
Like the
right.
Wraith just looked at him. I'm not gonna lie, right? That's a free snack. I don't know why the Wraith was like, "Now I'll leave you." Like, couldn't he have just also had a snack? Just
Well,
put your
I was
hands on
thinking
there, tag
about
team.
that, but that'd be quick, whereas this is a like slow and painful death.
Well, they have that drug in their hand that slows down the death, so they could have
No,
again
it hasn't been
tag team,
established
slow
yet,
it down.
though.
Well, the reason that
Yeah.
he, that he leaves him to go here,
No,
you can.
no, it is established. They established with the hand because Carson says, "Oh, these things in their hand. If not, we
Oh,
die
yeah,
far
maybe.
quicker than they would like us to."
No, I mean the reason that he doesn't, kill him or take his energy is because I think he was a little sadistic and enjoyed the fact that he knows exactly what's going to happen to this guy.
That's a fair.
Yeah.
And the bugs, the full Iratus, not the Wraith human hybrid, or the Iratus human hybrid, which is the Wraith. The Iratus may be like sacred to them. Like once it gets
That's
to
a very
work,
interesting
Oh,
I
that's true.
suspect they won't
Like-
touch it. Like
Yeah.
the Indians with cows,
origin.
letting them roam
Yeah.
their streets for
Yeah.
no reason. You got 4,000 patties walking by right now.
Free burgers.
It is about 4,000.
Like they respect their evolution, the chain of their
Yeah.
evolution.
Well, in their instance, that the chain of that's that's probably grandma, so we can't eat her.
I will say as well that I feel like if he went back and was like, hey, I just saw the leader of that expedition or the military one, he was just there. I
Yeah.
left him, and then like seasons from now, and their hive ship is being destroyed by Shepard, and then he's like, damn it, Ted, you should have just killed him. You know, like I can imagine that kind of water cooler conversation. You know.
Water cooler.
Yeah, I imagine the Wraith have a water cooler, and he was talking about his day at work, and he should have just killed Shepard while he had the chance. He's going to really regret that. Punk Heather said, I like how Hermione tells Kavanaugh to shut up, stop talking later.
That's right.
Was that Kavanaugh?
Yeah, I think so.
What's that?
I think Hermione and Kavanaugh have a go at each other.
Oh,
Was
maybe,
it?
yes.
I thought it was the Hiccups lady.
No. He grumbles at her, but I think Hermione has actually
just said stop
crosswords for
talking.
her. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He is one of my favorite Asgard.
I think so
Yeah,
too.
he's so sassy.
He's got so much sass.
And he has
Yeah.
a legitimate reason to. He's with humans. You know, he probably
Yeah.
got the assignment because he was like Loki's brother or something.
Yeah, I just
Punishment.
think we haven't really seen an Asgard with that much personality. Really,
That's right.
They're all pretty similar,
That's
but
right.
he's like over the top. I appreciate it.
Yep. For season 2, there were a couple of suggestions I wanted. One, that said should get to Atlantis, and 2, they should put an Asgard in the show, preferably on the Daedalus, and they did.
Yeah.
Did you verbalize that? And
I
they took-
did. I don't know if I had
Ooh,
anything to do with it.
okay.
Be nice though.
Well, let's just say that you did, because that's
And-
pretty
Candy Mitch
cool.
said, this episode goes against everything they say the Stargate does. Naturally, the gate wouldn't close, but for suspense, they forgot that tiny detail. Yeah, they have that thing where they try to like prevent people, like in Universe and a couple other things here and there. Like it's always got that weird rule that the gate happens to have at the last minute.
No, if you stick your hand in there, it doesn't keep it
Yeah.
from closing after 38 minutes. Like when
No.
O'Neill did it, it's because it wasn't at
Well,
38 minutes.
Eli did it, and it was at 38 minutes. Oh, no, it was gonna close,
It was closing. It was closing. But there was what was going on was
It was jumping though, wasn't it? That
the
was
ship was
reason.
jumping,
38
and so
minutes.
yeah. If there's a power change, it can go longer, and I suspect there was a power change.
So my question is, why did they just shoot it when like everything else that they've done to the bug, it's just regenerated? Wouldn't you cut it in two or something a little bit more permanent?
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to regenerate as much now because it was sucking John's neck.
It's
So
technically
regenerated
still
from
alive,
eating.
Yeah.
but I think it gets sucked out the back of the puddle jumper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, technically blown out.
I think maybe he's got some juice
Yeah.
left in him from when he ate a bit of Shepherd.
But I do love the fact that
Free juice box.
it does come back.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they come back. How many people can you fit up there?
I was going to say, are they all going to rematerialize like inside each other?
Well, that's
some
that's
overlap.
that's a part of like my question from earlier. Like
Yeah.
how do they unfold into the front of the cabin? You know,
Yeah.
and how quickly after each other is the
that's
Stargate?
a good point.
The Stargate is probably recognizing each entity in its system and is spitting them back out. I don't know.
Okay,
I
because
don't get it.
that would put them in
Goofgate.
the front part of the puddle, wouldn't it?
Yes. You're still in the red zone, guys.
Yeah. My favorite thing is that he finally retracts the damn
Dry pod?
wings, the pod, yeah.
Yes.
And then it's not enough because they forgot they need that wee bit of inertia.
Isaac Newton. Yeah, this whole episode is constructed so well.
It is. It's one of those little bottle ones that I really just adore.
And the explosive decompression, when the air is blown out, it would not have accelerated as fast as it was. The air keeps on
No,
going
probably
like it's
not.
coming out of Atlantis itself.
Yeah.
It would have decompressed very quickly. And I suspect there's a chance it would have been moving, but we're talking, a few centimeters a second.
Well,
So
maybe it was only a few centimeters a second, and somehow the Stargate was able to suck it in. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
like when a pretty girl goes by and you're not wearing your shirt and you pull in your gut, which I've never done. Here we go. Here we go.
Hilarious.
Oh, not yet.
Yeah, no. It's a shame they don't have like teeny tiny spacesuits, like really skin tight ones, so they can quickly go outside and just pull it, because you wouldn't need to do a lot of pushing, because they're in space.
That's
Just a
it.
little nudge.
Like the Athosians are watching a show,
Yeah, they're keeping
sit
they're
on
keeping
the-
vigil.
sitting on the stairs.
Yeah, Harling was fully ready to read them their rights, and it was like, absolutely not, mate. We're not telling them they're dead. I really enjoyed that. We
Yeah.
missed that part, but I really enjoyed Weir
Yeah.
being like, I'm not telling everyone they're about to die. So,
Yeah, but also, yeah, the issue that I had with that bit of the conversation was she was just like, I respect your beliefs, but also I don't respect your beliefs.
Yeah.
Well, it was. She said that there was like other people on there that don't share her beliefs that wouldn't want to be hearing that. So I understood what she said. It's a tough balance to have.
Hey, Jerko, he's earned his pay for the day. Awesome.
Yeah.
There it is.
And not
See, this
only
is
that-
why we
Trying to
keep him
redeem his
around.
character.
This is
Yeah.
my favorite Aiden Ford moment in the
Oh, yeah,
entire
absolute
series
hero.
right here.
Yeah.
Same. I love it.
Very heroic.
It is almost outdone by the Siege when he saves Weir and Colonel Dylan Everett. But this is the man right here.
Yeah.
Well, for
Yeah.
someone so young as well.
Great
Mm-hmm.
kid.
Uh-oh.
If
I was
I'm not
younger, I used to be
mistaken,
like, I'm a kid. I'm younger than him,
Kavanagh's-
and now I'm older. Weird.
This solution by Kavanaugh is identical to one used in the Next Generation episode Cause and Effect. And also,
Is
it's
it?
very similar to Major Carter
That's correct.
attempting something similar on Grace to propel the Prometheus out of the nebula.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Explosive decompression
reuse ideas.
and cause and effect. That's definitely a big thing. There we go.
We done did it, guys.
I wish they kept the Athosians around longer.
I know it's such a waste. I see Taylor's storyline when she gets pregnant. I love it. I'm so glad that they were able to utilize that and find a way to make the.
I think they
Athosians
used it
really
well.
relevant again.
Yeah.
They did such a good job. More of that.
You don't see a lot of zooms in the show. That was definitely a zoom.
So he
Yeah.
just breathed. He just took a breath and he's still unconscious, like he's still not breathing, if that makes sense.
Yes, because he's technically not dead because it's a TV show.
Yes, I know. But apparently there is a scientific like
that.
rationale as well.
Oh, now that I'm interested in.
Yeah, apparently there's something called agonal respiration. It's like a real cardiac arrest phenomenon that medical dramas usually ignore. So, yeah.
These guys at the front had no idea what was going on. They were just sitting in there, like partly dematerialized,
know.
chilling out.
You come through.
Do we get paid for that?
you
Yeah, they
come
came
home
through and went,
you-
"What?"
It's what? Why do we look like we've? Why was people treating us like we won World War II?
Yeah.
You would wonder, okay, what's
Oh,
going
she's
on?
had quite the day, like Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. It's only been 38 minutes. So
I'm sure it felt like a lifetime.
yeah. Now burn that shirt. Never want to see it again.
Get in your red, girl.
Yeah, oh, she looks so good in red.
She looks great in the red.
Well, here's some
So do these
red.
guys apparently. That's a lot of red.
There
Yeah.
we go.
What is Shepard doing? Is he checking her out?
He's
He is,
eyeballing
yes.
her.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Kirk.
And they look like they're ready to go to the pub or the Gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did Taylor get those
Taylor's
clothes
outfit
from?
is awesome.
It's amazing,
it.
but it doesn't look very Athosian.
I'm sure she borrowed it from Heitmeyer.
Or she went to like Zara or something.
Maybe. Zara. Well, Atlantis is big enough to have a
Shopping
mall.
center. Yeah.
Yeah.
They seriously look like they're getting ready to go out for Italian.
Yeah. Like.
Maybe it's Italian night at the
I hope they have a
In the
pub.
mess?
at the mess.
I'm sure they have a little area for them to drink. I would have wanted to see more of a bar thing like they did with Galactica. You know, get that still going. You know, you need days off.
Take care of each other. You wuss. That's not what you were gonna say.
Yeah. Mm,
These are good
I love
characters.
this. Yeah, they're really
Yeah,
great.
they are good characters. I feel attached to them, even though it's only been a couple of episodes.
Almost like you've seen them
The
before.
chemistry is so good.
Mm.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. You've not, right?
I'm a shepherd and wear shipper till the end.
I
don't doesn't need
I
to be
didn't.
romantic necessarily,
Nah.
but I'm obsessed with their dynamic, and it gives me Adama Roslin forever. So
Dama Roslin forever.
I don't really see it, to be honest.
indifferent.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Apathetic.
indifferent as well. I kind of wanted him to get together with Taylor.
absolutely not. I've been
Yeah.
against that since day one. I felt their chemistry was like, and then their kiss was super uncomfortable, weird, and never again. So, yeah, ew.
Well, they
Also
can't
not
all be
enough tension
tens.
They
So-
don't
so-
argue enough.
That was 38 minutes, everyone.
I forget about the shark.
Acme
Came up
Shark.
after. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello,
Oh.
everybody.
We're in different places.
Pulled the old switcheroo on me
Oh,
here.
I'm Nicole.
Here we go.
I'm Australian and Polish cabbage, and Evie is Spanish, Portuguese, with a little tiny bit of Indian, but the Welsh overran it all. But we're all Welsh, aren't we, guys? We found that out a while
Yes.
ago.
Yes, that's true.
We've got Welsh
If I
heritage.
did
That's
if
true.
we did a Halloween episode or an episode during Halloween, you know what I would like to come on as?
What's that?
Nicole. So I think we should each take one of the others and play that person for an episode for as long as we can.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Dave wants to be me. You know what?
Fun
I'd
on a
actually love to do
bun.
that. Yeah, I'd take Evie. I feel like I could handle it, you know?
I don't think I would do the David character justice.
I mean, you might.
who could?
You haven't had most of his facts, but who could?
Oh, that's a good
I'd have to
point,
spend the next
yeah.
couple of months studying.
Yeah, studying David.
No, yeah.
yeah.
And I wouldn't want to spend, a week in advance studying every single plot point from every single solitary moment of every single show.
That's what I do.
That's why we keep you around. All right.
I feel so useful.
You are.
Like I said at the beginning, there are so few episodes from this point forward that deal with the mechanics of the gate and build upon things that came before without it immediately, flying off the rails in some way, shape, or form. I think if I'm not mistaken, the next time, and someone can fact check me on this, or opinion check me on it, that they do anything like this is in season 9's Ripple Effect, when we find out that, the gate can jump other dimensions if you shoot a certain
Oh yeah.
thing at it or something, and I never bought
Near
it.
a black hole.
Never
whatever, blah,
bought
blah.
it. It's like,
Kind of seemed too late in the series
They-
to be
didn't they-
introducing
Too
stuff
late.
like that.
They said in there, but for the grace of God, the Stargate wouldn't do that.
That's
you
right.
know, so
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, like Stargate Origins. Well,
yeah.
Catherine never went. Well, how do you know?
yeah.
You know? Yeah. Ascension
kinda
doesn't make
memory
you all
wipes.
knowing until in season 6 until season 8, and it makes you all knowing. I love that one.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
this episode is a 7 for me. It is.
Oh, okay.
It is
got a
a
7.
solid.
I have something to say about this. Okay. No, finish your point. I'm so excited.
There's a
Follow up on
line.
your point. Yeah.
Take a number. The
Yeah, I am. One.
the character interactions are working great. They're early days, but everything is firing on all cylinders. The visual effects are extraordinary. They're beautiful. Everyone's excited to be part of a new project. Everyone's excited to be making money, and you can see it on their faces. And
Yes.
their stuffy back pocket pants, because it's full of wads of cash. And there's a charm to this show that the first season has in being isolated from the Milky Way, that is similar in SGU, but is really perfect here. And you can see them laying the groundwork for a great series of arcs that are coming. Unfortunately, a lot of them don't get resolved, but this one's a 7 for me.
So I'm just gonna do my little queue system. I've gone from 2 to 1. It's my turn on the queue.
One.
Okay.
Thanks, David. Yeah, I'm here.
Seinfeld full.
Because I I think I couldn't agree with you more. And this kind of reminds me of when, because it relates a lot to like Battlestar Galactica's 33. It was considered like they considered it their perfect episode, or they had everything perfectly laid out. The chemistry was like going, things were going so well, so organized.
It was
And
tight as
I've
a
always
drum.
felt exactly.
33 was.
And I feel like 38 minutes to me is very much like 33 with how tight it is, and they're both also 30 something numbers, which is a weird coinky dink. And I absolutely adore this episode. I don't know what it is, something about that early Stargate magic, making new like gate, I just want to say discoveries, but like, you know, getting new facts, more information, and just watching them all in an enclosed space. They're my favorite episodes, and most of my 7s are going to be those kinds of episodes. So I also give it a 7. So that's
There
why
we
I was
go.
I feel the same as David.
Okay.
So
I do really like this episode. I don't think I'm going to go with a 7 though. I think for me it's probably more of a 6. But I do agree that the chemistry is popping. I think it's a good script, it's a good idea. I love the introduction of Zelenka. I have a bit of a soft spot for Zelenka. I don't know why. I just really enjoy his character, and I love his
yeah.
dynamic with Rodney. It's just
it's not Zelenka,
fun.
it's Dr. Fumbles McStupid.
It's fun.
Great episode.
Or Mr. Mom.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I meant Ford is like the ultimate, he's like the hero of this episode, I guess. And to think that he is such a young person is, you know, pretty extraordinary. He's really
he was a
putting
baby
himself
once.
out there.
Oh, you mean for the
Yeah.
character in this situation?
For the character. Yeah.
I love when he turns around to McKay and goes, "Now what are we gonna do?" And his hat's this way. It's like that is exactly what you're feeling right now. You are all bent out of shape. And
You're
when I first
askew.
met him, I told him that. It's like that moment, Rainbow, was the moment I fell in love with the character.
Yeah.
And it stayed the
Yes.
same ever since.
Oh,
Because he just
Dan
gets
is
to work
classics.
and turns himself into a towel in the breeze.
Yeah.
He really
I was
does.
just thinking, I think the reason we don't see too many episodes like this moving forward, where we're dealing with the gate and the gate dynamics, is probably because they didn't want to upset the rules that they'd made so far about the gate. Does that make sense?
I think there's
Like,
like too many rules.
Rob Cooper
Yeah.
said when they were
Yeah.
originally selling the idea for the show and the franchise in the first like time frame of the franchise, it was,
yeah.
what does the Stargate do? Because the marketing, and especially the marketing for the movie, like people were like, what does it do? Is it time travel? You know?
And in Mexico,
Yeah.
they thought it was time travel. Yeah.
That's exactly
Thanks for
the
that
gate of
trivia.
time. Yeah. So they really had to clarify what it was that Lockwatcher, I just want to watch David eating Jaffa cakes. I'd rather have bowel surgery in
hates
the
them.
woods with a stick.
He really hates them.
The
Yeah.
fact of the matter is that the more that they convolute it with adding dimensional shifting to the Stargate, when you've already got a quantum mirror, the universe doesn't just have to have, each universe doesn't have to just have one. You can have more. Tighten that drum down, because people like me have a hard time swallowing it, aka a new black hole forms and rings get activated and Vala goes through, and the next time we see her, she's comfortably on a soft bed of grass where there are no rings on an Ori planet. And for some reason, Carter knew that she was going to be okay, and that we'd sent, the Ori galaxy a message. It doesn't.
massive pain in the
It
ass.
stretches
Yeah.
it just credibility just a little too far.
Yeah.
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 Stargate does. Science fiction has so many little holes doing that. And at some point, I just get over it and just have fun. But it's really it's taken me a while to.
It can be
accept
hard to, it can definitely
Yeah.
be hard to swallow.
And what does my
annoys
dad
me,
always
but-
say?
Just gotta buy it.
Oh, there we go.
It
Just
took a
goodbye.
minute, but
Yes,
you guys
that's
got
what
it.
He says. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what does he say?
Yeah, like
I know this.
1969 and Mobius, how time travel is inconsistent across those. I'm always like, oh, I hate this so
Yeah,
much.
they're
I
how they
enjoy
approach time
Mobius,
travel
but
really
yes.
evolved.
But
Time
yes.
travel, you're right, is
Yeah.
the one that you can pin it on in terms of inconsistency about the storytelling.
Yeah.
It suggests that there are different
also-
types of time travel. with different technology,
Yeah.
depending on the technology that you use. So
Bizarre.
But physics
so,
doesn't stop being physics. You know, you can either
Yeah.
rewrite a timeline or make a new one.
Yeah.
Is it physics? Temporal physics.
I'm going to move on to ratings in a second. Just want to say also, I found it very interesting that we were very fixated on Kavanaugh for quite a while.
Oh,
Almost
that conversation went for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, almost a point of contention. I was like, what? The episode? It's very interesting.
He is a parasite.
And they thought he had a parasite in him during season 2. But no, he's
That's
just
right.
the worst.
He's
That's
a
right.
parasite in the Pegasus.
I like how they just hated him so much. They were like, let's just pin it on him.
But
He's clearly the bad guy.
To be perfectly honest, I think, in all honesty, in terms of like getting to the point of it, he's so antithetical to their mission. It really is, to Evie's point. How did this guy make it here?
Yeah, there is a lot.
You know, so I think someone
would
was
have thought there'd be
buttering
some
someone
sort of
else's bread a little bit to say that,
screening
oh yeah, this guy was
process.
great. I recommend him
Yeah.
off my team and over there. You know.
Yes, get out of my
like that bad
get out of my
recommendation.
sight. You can be somebody
Like in
else's
Friends.
problem.
Ha, I gotcha.
Yeah. In the words of Jean-Luc Picard, it's very easy to transfer a problem to someone else. Too easy.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, it
Well, people are
is.
hard to
Yeah.
fire, you know? Like,
That's
it's hard
it.
to get rid of them.
All right,
So-
guys, we need to wrap up the show here pretty quickly.
So we've got ratings. Raj Luthor, my rating for 38 minutes is 6 out of 7, and an action-packed and very dire episode. Strange that there was no other Wraith ships or structures on the Wraith homeworld. Yeah, I always assumed it was just where they chose to take their nap for a while. You know, like their new homeworld.
Yeah.
Stuart Miller, this is a 6 for me. The Puddle Jumpers gave them the opportunity for the story that couldn't have happened in SG-1. Yes. I give the episode a 6 from Dan Ben. SGA Balcony says something about, I'm with Nicole on this one. That was so long ago. I don't know what you're talking about. If you could remind me, thank you. But thanks for being with me on that. Gecko Fett, 6 out of 7. Stressed out McKay always makes my day. Damn right. Thank you.
He's a poet. He don't know
Any
it.
other kind of McKay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there are many
Candidate-
shades of McKay. Yeah, have you seen him in his bathrobe in
So excited.
in Sunday? Damn, he was he was pissed, and it was a
That was a
great
lot of
performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are you.
Candy-
You can't do that. I am me, so I can.
Candy Mitch, my lovebird Miss Linus, gives a only because it's not SG-1. Gives
Oh, I don't know about
what?
that.
A only because it's not SG-1. Me, I say 7. Okay, I'm not quite sure the English there, but yes.
Only because
SGA
it's not.
Balconies, I say 7 easily, and can watch this again. Anthony, it's another 5 from me. Kevin Weaver, it's fun and helps establish more rules for the show. I give it a 4. Gene Diarda, and here comes the low ratings from me. Best I can go is a 2. Gene Diarda, why is that? Log Watcher, the Java Cakes comment. Yeah, David hates them. Punk Heather, 7 for me. It's my favorite episode, and I watched it last night. Yes, you're finally here for it, which is great. You thought you'd missed it, so it's very nice. Thank you for coming along. Lockwell just said in quotes, red sky for like inconsistencies with the gate, I believe. Jed Ted,
That's true.
6 chevrons, one of my favorite bottle episodes ever. I agree. Lockwatcher, this is a 7. This allowed the cast to meld in their new roles very early. Love the intro to Kavanaugh. The only thing missing is Martin Lloyd on screen clock with the Jeopardy.
And
The
Jason
that whole
Momoa.
thing. Yeah. Jacob, this is a great SGA episode, 6 chevrons.
Yep.
Lockwatch said, everyone please hit that like button. Yes, please, we appreciate it.
Jeez, you two are gonna have to start dividing these.
Yeah, and I think that is that.
Yeah, they've returned to their regularly scheduled chatting over
And
there.
SGA Balcony said John/Elizabeth versus John and Taylor chemistry. Yes, thank
Yes.
you. Yeah, I think that there was just so much more tension and interesting conversations between Weir and Shepard that I think Taylor and Shepard just weren't able to have. There was always more friendly and less like not they're all friends, but I'm saying that like there was just something of juicy tension between Weir and Shepard, being the military person and the civilian trying to work together.
Let's settle it once and for all. Who's your favorite pairing? John Taylor, John Weir, or Taylor Weir?
I remember I watched the behind the scenes for that where Tori went, or maybe, Taylor and her will go off, and she went, oh, wait, oh, and then she kind of had an awkward moment, and I remember going, okay.
Wait, I'm gonna vote in this.
I can't. I don't think I can.
This poll. 8 votes. We currently have, it's starting to balance. This is guys.
And
what
John
is-
Weir is taking the lead. They're coming around the backstretch. Here they come.
This is
Oh, I
really
love that.
exciting.
All right,
So,
guys.
Taylor and Wiz. I think in terms of this, we've got 12 votes so far. I think we've taken this one.
Oh,
There we go.
guys, I need to bring your attention to my
I
my
have-
umbrella.
Yes,
my
2
umbrella.
seconds.
Okay.
2 seconds.
Donna S. Davis's widow is waiting on us.
Oh God, let's go.
Yeah, go
There's
ahead.
the
Oh,
podcast
hello!
from the episode.
Yeah,
There
that
we
was
go.
my plan.
Yeah.
All righty.
All right. Well, thank
Seymour.
you guys. Really appreciate it.
We
and
all
John
appreciate
Weir
you.
wins. So
John
thank
Weir
you so much,
wins
guys.
by
By a
Okay.
margin.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'll keep an eye. As we shut down.
Thank you so
Do
much
another
for
one
tuning in,
next
guys.
week. Oh, following week. 2 weeks from
Somewhere
now.
in there.
Yeah.
Yes, we've got a week
Check
off.
the website.
so-
We've got to go.
That's right. Go and
Thanks,
see our
guys.
old podcast, The Atlantis People, who are new with us, and you know who
Yes.
you are. There's
Yes.
plenty to watch. And thanks for